All right, and we're live where we left off.
Hey guys.
The party reached the end of the cavern below the Foxglove Manor to find Aldrin Foxglove, not the man that they remembered, but as a ghoulish monster, holding on to his humanity. Aldrin tells the party that his debts to the Brothers of the Seven, a gentleman's club based in out of Magnamar, is now acting as a front to the Skinsaw cult, a murderous pack of cultists determined to harvest as many greedy souls as possible. They are led by an elf named Ironbriar, and but the true strings seem to be held by a woman named Zinasha. It was she that instructed Aldrin to perform the Sahedrin ritual, which included the carving of a seven-pointed star on victims' chests before dispatching their greedy souls to her master. For only then can they be of use. After Aldrin told all he knew, he requested a quick death before he lost control of his ghoulish side. But before striking, the red-eyed Skinsaw Man took control. The party battled the Skinsaw Man and his minions valiantly until all enemies were killed. Following the battle, the party found a deed to the Foxglove Manor, as well as a hoard of gold and treasures. When they returned to the surface, they came face to face with the guards sent by Sheriff Hemlock to aid the party in the through, though they seem to have been barred by a magical barrier that seems to have been weakened. After resolving Raptor's previous kleptomaniac tendencies, the party themselves stand outside the Foxglove Manor. The sun has already set over the horizon. The usually vibrant sound of nature and wildlife is replaced with the crackling of crows and an unnatural cold chill in the air that, even for this time of year, leaves the bones to tremble.
Well, then, if we're through with that and this highly competent town guard is ready to take over the scene, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so foul and fair a day I have not seen, eh, Raptor?
I just need to lay down and drink and sleep.
Yeah, I could definitely use with a bit of a washing and a lie down myself. I think we've had enough action for a little while, eh? You know, maybe a meal and an ale when we get back to town, and just a couple of days of quiet.
I like that, but if we see Hemlock, oh boy, do I have some words for him.
Maybe after we've had a bit of a lie down, yeah. You know, I mean, I know you're eager to chew his ear off, and I don't blame you, but maybe you should rest and recuperate, and you can go at him with everything you got, huh?
All right, we will see then.
All right, so we got everything loaded up on the horses, so let's just head back to town at a leisurely pace because we're taking it easy.
All right. So as you make your way back to town, it takes you a couple of hours at a leisurely pace to make your way north on the Lost Coast Road. By the time you make it to town, it's pretty late into the night. It seems that most of the activity of the night is in the various taverns scattered around town. The streets themselves are a little quiet, almost eerily quiet. Um, Usually at this time of night, you see a little bit more hustle and bustle, but it seems that most people have chosen to either stay in the taverns or stay in their homes, fearing any murders that might be about.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna draw my sword regardless, because previous experiences have taught me that a very quiet small town is probably not the best place to be unprepared and unarmed.
From Tristan's shoulder, seeing him draw the sword, Raptor will say, Oi, where did we go that one time that had those stuffed mushrooms? Think we could swing by there?
Yeah,
I could really go for.
that's the rusted dragon. Let's get everything offloaded at the house so we can take care of it later, and then maybe
I
get a
could
little.
go for a warm meal.
Yeah, maybe get washed off because we are covered in gore, for lack of a better term.
Raptor looks down and sees popped, pustular, dead skin of former tumors just covering his body and realizes he is absolutely abhorrent. Oh, that's a
Tristan kind of like glances up and down his breastplate and how it's just smeared with blood and guts, and just kind of like, we kind of are a little unpresentable.
Now, alternatively, unpresentable to most, but dare I say, highly presentable to that fine fucking sheriff we have here. Oh, I pray that he is between us and the house right now. I would love to wander into him while he's doing whatever was more important than helping us at the mansion.
You make a good point, my small, scaly friend. Come on, let's head out there anyway. Come on. Let's go home.
Onward.
All right. You make it to your townhouse. Looks as though the rains have kind of, as you walk through, it seems that the rains have kind of flooded the floor a bit.
Iomede's tits.
And your beds, though once were dry, are now soaking wet.
Fuck it.
Tristan lets out very long and just utterly blasphemous string of curses that just, under normal circumstances, he'd never unleash, but just now he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be as blasphemous and just very loud and very like just horrible cussing.
Raptor's just defeated at this point. He jumps off of Tristan's shoulder and just starts like scooping water up off the ground and cleaning himself up with it. Just bathing in the drip water. He's not even saying anything, just throwing his shit to the side and starts cleaning himself in a puddle.
Okay, Tristan's gonna look around, see if he can't find anything presumably we dropped off a horse at the stable and we offloaded all the other stuff. So Tristan's just gonna go over to where Raptor's like cleaning himself in puddle, be like, hey, how about we stay at an inn tonight? Get cleaned off, get an actual meal and stay in a dry bed, right?
I like that idea. Right, this place is looking sad right now.
Tomorrow we'll go talk to the dwarf and we'll go get this taken care of, all right? And we'll, let's go stay in an inn tonight, actually get a good night's sleep, actually get a warm bath, get a hot meal. Like, let's
maybe get shit-faced. We will see how the night goes.
At the very least, let's have a drink or two. We're going to need a warm meal, but we're also going to need an ale to warm our bones, eh? It's a cold night outside. Indeed. So I guess I'll pick up Raptor, kind of put him on my shoulder, and just we'll go defeatedly head out to the nearest inn. Go get some dinner and some dry beds.
As we're leaving the house too, Raptor's just gonna turn around and double flip it off. Fuck it all.
All right. So which inn or tavern are you heading to?
It's the Rusted Dragon who we got the good report with. So let's be loyal customers and keep that up.
All right. So you make your way through town. Again, it seems oddly quiet for this time of evening. But by the time you make it to the Rusty Dragon, it seems that the lack of people has been made up for in the drinking halls of the Rusted Dragon. It seems that it's a little bit more crowded than usual. As you walk through, it seems that the only talk in everyone's tongue is the near state of riot and paranoia that almost engulfed the town, nay, a few hours ago.
Tristan's gonna go immediately make a beeline to the bar and just kind of Well, keep in mind that Tristan and Raptor are probably still, like, for the most part, covered in just blood and filth.
Yeah.
As you make your way to the bar, it seems that Bethana is tending bar this evening. Oh my, you're a tad bit dirty, aren't you?
We're a bit of a sight, but house got flooded today. We just came back from, what we do, and we need warm beds for, 2 warm beds, probably just 1 room, 2 beds, and baths for the night. It's been a hell of a day.
Oh, of course, dearie. Let me set you up for that. A couple of warm beds, that's certainly doable. Nice hot baths, that's a must. As far as food and drink is concerned, is there anything in particular you were wanting?
Oh God,
I'd like those stuffed mushrooms, please.
Oh, you like my stuffed mushrooms? I'll
They
get
were very good.
Very nice. I always love
hot
it to
meals,
hear that.
tall ales, just it's that kind of a day, love.
Strong ale, I'm assuming.
Can I get one in a normal person size? I'm going to need it.
Are you sure about that? That might be.
I sure am. I know what I'm about.
Well, all right. Wait here, dearies. And she turns around, grabs a couple of tankards, fills them up. But before she hands them back to you, she grabs 2 small, slightly larger than shot glass drinks with kind of this dark amber and kind of molasses color drink, and she drops them into the tankards.
Honey.
A medieval Irish star bomb. I love this lady.
As she passes them to you, she says, "That one's on the house, dear. You look like you had a long day."
Thank you, Beth.
Thank you. Oi, excuse me. Do you know why everyone's in here?
Oh, yes, dearie. There's a bit of a ruckus out a few hours ago. It seems that a few of the people were in a state of fright, if it were, about the murders going on. Actually, is became a little bit of a problem for the town guard. They seem to have cleared out the streets, and most people returned to their homes, but lots ended up here.
Oh, well, do you know where the sheriff might be? Surely he was playing a part in that, right? Should be around.
Oh, most certainly. He was at the town hall a few hours ago. Although, if I were to hazard to say, he's probably at the garrison by now. He didn't seem in the best of moods when I last saw him.
Oh, perfect. That is exactly what I am looking for. What was this lady's name again?
Bethana.
Raptor's gonna walk down Tristan's arm onto the bar and Bethana, come close. And kind of call her down so he can whisper towards her ear.
Oh, what is it? What is it that you like, my little friends?
Well, I want you to know, since you're so kind. Guess where we were?
Where are you, little guy?
Well, you know the murders.
Yeah.
Not anymore. We did.
Why would you feel the need to whisper this to her while I'm right there and I know exactly what happened?
Because I'm not keeping it a secret from Tristan. I'm making sure the rest of the bar doesn't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Her eyes kind of widen in
Tristan is halfway through his depth charge at this point, and then just kind of lowers it. It's like, oh yeah, we found the guy and cut him in half, bisected, and then just goes back to drinking.
I point at Tristan's chest and I say, "That's him, on the breastplate."
Well, dearly me.
I'm not even mad. That's great.
And that was the murderer, you said. Who was it?
Oh, it was some
Tristan put
ghoul
his
fuck.
mug down.
A ghoul. Aldrin.
Yes. Well, we'll make sure that that
What was left
Sheriff
there?
Hemlock himself writes a detailed report to publish in the next town hall meeting newspaper. I don't know what we do around here. Public announcement, and you'll hear all the
Hey,
details then.
hey, Raptor. Why wait? Most of the town's already assembled here, right?
I suppose that's a good way to get the sheriff's attention.
Watch this. Uh, he's gonna go to bed and be like,
Shenanigans.
he's like, how much do we owe you for the room and baths tonight?
Oh, for you, dearie, just a gold piece each.
Tristan, you go ahead and slides 2 gold pieces and then tosses a couple silvers in there. Just be like, for always being a warm fire, for always being a delight. Yeah.
Of course, lad.
Okay, I'm gonna tack that off real quick.
After climbs back up onto Tristan as he prepares for whatever grandiose announcement Tristan's going to make to the bar.
Oh, Tristan's at the point where Tristan's out of epic speeches at this point. This one might just be a little rough. Tristan's going to. I'm going to quickly glance around, see if I can't find the easiest place where he can just kind of like get like if it's on top of a table or just on top of something, so he can get everybody's attention.
So the main drinking hall that you're in now has about a half a dozen tables, most of which are pretty well full with drinkers.
Mm-hmm.
The most immediate one is a few paces off from the bar.
All right. Tristan's going to go find it, and then zero in on it and be like, Raptor, you ready for this?
Oh boy, am I.
All right, Tristan is going to just walk up to the table and then jump on top of it.
Okay. I won't make you roll for that. You jump up fine.
Yeah, we know Tristan's got hops.
You know what? Just in case you roll in that one, roll an acrobatics check.
Oh my god! Okay.
Just to see if it's a nat one.
It wasn't.
Okay.
It's a 12. Oh.
Ooh, only a 12, huh?
Yeah,
So a solid 2. Hell yeah.
All right.
3.
So as you jump,
Nice.
as you jump up, you jump onto the table and you're fine.
Tristan's just gonna kind of inhale and be like, "My dear patrons of the bar, may I have your attention, please?"
Most of the bar kind of turns around, mostly kind of grizzled adventuring type or working class type. A lot of beards, a lot of kind of half people are looking at you, kind of drinking as they're looking at you. But you have the attention of over half the bar.
Over half the bar.
I look over to whatever is like the largest group not giving attention towards Tristan and cast ghost sound in their direction and say, "Oi! The man asked for your attention."
It seems that you've drawn in almost the entire bar's attention now.
You know what? That's probably enough. Thank you, Raptor. Raptor, fucking ultimate hype man right there.
Yeah, get them ghost sounds while they're worried about murders. It's perfect.
Yeah. Now, I assume that most of you are assembled in here and drinking because of all the horrid murders that are going around. Is that not right?
Right, that's right.
Right. I suppose that some of you don't feel safe around Sandpoint at the moment, yeah?
Well, yeah, I suppose. A couple of these guys are like the crowd that you're looking at is pretty full of pretty grizzled characters overall, and most of them are remaining stoic, not wanting to seem weak at all, but you kind of hear the chanting of a couple of individuals that are a little bit more willing to speak their minds.
Tristan, just tell him what we did. This is sounding very threatening.
Well, do I have news for all of you tonight? I'm gonna grab my sword. I'm gonna wrench it out. It's still covered in the like the blood and guts of Aldrin. He's like, "Well, fret no longer, because here's your murderer.
Oh my!
Or what's left of him?
By the gods, what is that?"
That, my dear friends, is the remains of one mutated Aldrin Foxglove. The remainder of him is on my accoutrements, as you can see. But my companions and I, the locally known heroes of Sandpoint, can't believe that's still what we're sticking with. We're definitely going to have to workshop that one. Went to the Foxglove Manor, tracked the bastard down, and we gave him what for. Split him in half with this sword. Fret no longer. The threat is ended. Those who have been killed have been avenged. So stop with all the sour expressions and get to celebrating.
Oi, drink! You hear a clatter through the bar with pounding on tables and chants of drink, drink, drink.
Thank you for your attention, my friend. He's just going to kind of casually sheath the sword back in and just jump off the table onto his feet. Just
when we get back to the bar where I assume our drinks are sitting, Raptor's jumping off of Tristan's shoulder and just fucking headfirst diving into his tankard.
Looks like you have a couple of people around you that are offering to buy you drinks.
Who are we?
I'll never say no. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
All right. So both of you roll fortitude save.
No, my perception went up, and I think my fortitude. No, everything's still 13. Oh no, they actually went up. That's a minus everything is a 19.
I also got a 19.
All right. It seems that you still feel pretty loose, limber. Drink hasn't quite set in, but that last drink was a little stronger than you were anticipating. It was something akin to a double or a triple with that extra shot glass in there.
Oh. Tristan's gonna kind of lean over to Raptor and be like, "Yeah, maybe we should save the town more often."
Well, sounds pretty par for the course. I suppose I could get used to this.
Adoration, my friend. It's not the worst thing in the world to go for.
I suppose not. Tristan, the wildest thing, I don't even feel like swindling anybody right now.
That's odd.
I just feel like enjoying this. This is weird.
Altruism looks good on you, my friend. It really does.
Well, we'll see how long it lasts.
I suppose we will.
So as soon as you finish your tankards, it seems that a couple of individuals, the patrons of the tavern, have slid a couple extra tankards your way, one each.
Oi, thank you, mate. Hey, say, what's your name? What's your name, friend?
Tristan's downing beer.
Names. Let's find out. Name's Dane. Dane Brooke.
Oi there, Dane. I appreciate the drink. Now make sure you get one for yourself and drink this one for Puma. It's a friend. They're
for
longer
Puma?
With us.
Who's Puma?
A Puma.
Our friend.
A fallen comrade. Bell taking care of the trying to put an end to Aldrin's madness.
Oh, well, I'm very, very sad to hear that. My apologies.
She went down.
Well, you didn't kill her, did you? No need to apologize there.
He seems
just drink for it.
He seems really confused now.
Oi, while you're at it. No. You're doing great, Dane. You're doing great. I know. Heroing is hard. I'm sorry. That was rude. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Sure thing.
Could you get Hemlock over here somehow? Maybe make a ruckus. Cause a scene. Maybe send a lackey.
Raptor, not tonight. We just gave the people something to celebrate. We don't need to go bring dirty business into it.
Oh, no dirty business. Hemlock will show up here, see the festivities, and be rightfully put in his place of having nothing to do with good times.
What's this beef with the sheriff that you have?
Oh, have you met him?
Yeah, he's a
piece
guy.
of shit. We know.
My diminutive friend here has a bit of a chip on his shoulder regarding Sheriff Hemlock. They have some personality differences, and Hemlock, well, it was supposed to reinforce us when we went into the manor to combat the threat. And when we when the reinforcements we did request for did arrive, he wasn't among the number. So
Wait, Tristan,
Raptors,
Loose lips, rock hips, remember? No need to share everything.
I'm not sharing everything though.
Dane, you've been wonderful. Thanks for the drink. Have a good night, my friend.
Again, technically, I wasn't sharing everything. I didn't say that your differences were because you're a fucking thief and he's a lawman.
Well, the sheriff certainly has his
I'm
hands
saying
full.
that as Luke, not as Tristan.
Okay. Well, he's still. You guys are still talking at it. I mean, you guys are like face, unless you walk away.
No, I turn my back to this guy.
Oh god. Tristan will continue talking to Dane.
Well, the sheriff certainly had his hands full the last couple of hours. He had a bit of a riot on his hands, if you get my meaning.
How did that? What caused that exactly?
Well,
I heard a little bit, but I haven't exactly got a full picture.
Well, people around here they've been a bit uneasy the last couple of days. You know, with the murders going on, it's it reminded a lot of people of the late unpleasantness about 5 years ago, and well, some people they just were a little more on edge than others.
Did the victims receive a proper burial? Is everything taken care of there?
Aye. But some of the citizens are calling for change in leadership, and seems that the elected officials of the town council don't have the same support they used to.
Oh.
After it turns back around hearing this, he is intrigued.
Tristan's gonna shoot him a look like, I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking it too. Keep it to yourself right now. And I have pupilless eyes, so you can't. So it's not like Dane can exactly follow them.
Raptor knows.
Yeah, Tristan's just gonna kind of give him a side glance, like, I know. We'll talk about it later when is not here. Well, that's some. What? I thought leaders were doing a very. I thought the council was trusted among Soundpoint. Who are these who are the people losing faith in exactly?
Well, no one in particular, just more of the murmur of the townsfolk and the like. People say some wacky things when they're scared, and frankly, I can't blame them. If we never knew who was going to be next until you fine lads dispatched the problem. Speaking of which, your tankers are empty. Another drink, another round for the lads.
All right then.
And
actually, that Dane.
Both you guys roll fortitude saves.
Oh, that's much better. That is an 18 plus 13. That's a 31.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Okay.
Sweet ale. Cold day.
Yeah, I think Raptor's just going to kind of start wandering around, talking to people, shooting the shit, and just getting hammered until eventually he gets hammered enough that he just gets really sad and starts crying about everything that happened today because it's been a long fucking day.
Tristan's going to kind of lean against the bar and just kind of nurse his drinks for a while until he just kind of looking around, maybe reading a couple of lips here and there, see what's going on.
Okay. Roll perception check.
Ooh.
And both of you roll, before the perception check, both of you roll another fortitude save for that drink.
28 for the fortitude check.
Okay.
And also then 28.
Oh, 28.
I
So
also
28
got a
plus
28. Yeah,
that.
look at that.
All right.
And then my perception is that plus.
I'll be right back.
You're good. That 32.
Okay. Seems that most of the talk around the tavern is about the state of civil strife that had plagued Sandpoint a mere hours before. It seems that a lot of the people are talking about how the town's guard had to essentially clear the streets
Mm-hmm.
and try to ensure and instill in the people a sense of security. And they essentially ushered everyone that was on the streets either to the towns or taverns um, in order to properly patrol. Seems that most of the people are kind of talking about how that went down. Seems a couple of most of people didn't really care one way or the other. They were just kind of out seeing what's the big ruckus about. You have a couple of people here and there that were talking about how they're worried about or were worried about the murder on the streets, but it seems that their prayers have been answered. And you have a couple other people that are talking about, mundane day-to-day things, such as the work of the day or how much fish they caught, things of that nature. But the talk of the town seems to be the clearing of the streets by the town's guard.
Oi there, you. Raptor points to just literally anyone. No one in particular. He's just trying to find someone and tries to get their attention.
Looks like you have the attention of kind of a short red-haired individual. If he wasn't as thin as he is, you'd almost think him a dwarf. But he's clearly just a short human, somewhere about a head shorter than or a head and a half shorter than anyone else, and a little bit thinner. He looks at you and says, "Oi, what do you want?"
Oi, mate. When you leave, make sure to tell the other bars, the other taverns about what we did. Tell them they're safe. Tell them the murderer is dead. All right, and tell your friends to do the same. Spread the good word.
Right. What should we call you guys? You guys need a name, don't you?
Well, you're really gonna put me on the spot here like that. Oi, Tristan, come over here.
Tristan will just finish his beer and just make his way over there.
Oi, now I know all the party members are here and we have their endorsement on whatever we choose to be our team name. What the fuck are we?
Oh my God. That's fucking devious, by the way, Cinco. It's horrible. You're terrible.
Well, I don't know. This tall dwarf just put us on the spot like that.
Well, if you expect us to spread your good deeds, we need a name.
Locally,
they'll know who. Tell them the blind guy and the cat and the fucking weird group of folks that showed up a while ago and have solved everything else.
Locally, we're known as the heroes of Sandpoint, but what we
grandiose, don't you think?
We didn't come up with it.
You got something better then, mate. Let's hear your pitch.
What
Tristan's
about?
kind of just aghast at how fucking to throat Raptor is right now. Starting to wonder if we need to cut the little dragon guy off.
Oi, I got it. What about Murder's Bane? Because you get it? Because you murder and you're the bane of the murderers. I think it's a good one. This is DM talking. It's not a good one.
Yeah, no, that's not a good one. That's not good, mate. That's not good. But
Well, then you come up with something. You gotta have a name if we're
well,
gonna
this was
spread you for
your
D.
idea. Now we're just here circle jerking about names. Fucking just tell everyone that the fucking murderers are dead. They got nothing to fear.
Hold on.
You didn't go and make a fucking scene out of it, dwarf.
Easy there. There's nothing. There's no use in spoiling a good evening over something as petty as a name.
All right.
Spoiled. I'm having a great time.
Well, you boys have certainly earned another round of drinks, I'd say. And he calls over Bethana.
Just call it Sandpoint 6.
Sun.6. 6. All right.
Sandpoint 6.
Oh, I like it. Nice, catchy, straight to the point.
Make sure to mention work in progress after.
Name
Pending.
pending.
Yeah. Sandpoint 6 pending.
Yeah. Sandpoints 6.
Yes. Wouldn't want to get too close to a Fantastic Four situation. Those guys were a real piece of work.
I mean, the only other option I had was the company, but there's a million the companies.
Well, in either case, I'll buy you boys a drink. How about that?
Very well.
I won't say no to that. Thank you, tall dwarf.
All right. He buys you another round of drinks, and go ahead and roll a fortitude save.
You know, Raptor, if I was a suspicious sort, I would say that they're trying to get us drunk on purpose.
Yeah, well, let them.
27.
18.
All right. Raptor, you are feeling a tad bit tipsy onto that last drink. Seems to have affected you a little bit more than you had anticipated. Although you are about 4 drinks in.
Boy, thanks for that drink, mate. Tristan, do we have any other grandiose things to do here? Is there anything else we should?
Not. We're just here to get a room and dinner and a bath. So if you're tired, we can finish up our drinks and our meals, go bathe, and call it a night.
I like that idea. And then Raptor turns towards the door of the tavern and just stares at it, thinking in his mind, Hemlock is going to walk through that door right now. Right now. Right.
Tristan's just going to kind of pick Raptor up and just kind of like, okay, little buddy. Just kind of carry him back to the bar with him.
Oi. Did I get my stuffed mushrooms?
We're going to get the stuffed mushrooms, right?
Okay, I forgot. I didn't remember if we ate those or not.
No, we gotta go get them now. He's
Happened
staring at the
to
door,
affects
kind
the
of.
memory.
Yeah, Tristan's gonna put him just wait for our food, for our service, and see if we, and just be like, okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on the little guy, make sure he doesn't get too ahead of himself.
All right. As you settle in, it seems as though Bethana comes over to your side. Oh, hi, dearies. Your baths have been drawn. They're ready for you whenever you are. I set over there some nice tall tankards for you as well, and those mushrooms you love so much.
Oh, you are truly too kind.
Oh, aren't you just a sweetheart?
After a day like today, you have no idea what this means to me. Thank you.
Aww.
Aw. Does the little guy need a petting? And she begins to pet you like a favorite dog a little bit.
Raptor is startled at first and then just immediately relaxes into it.
She continues the pets for a little bit and then says, well, lads, I need to get back to the bar, but if you go down the hall and to your left, you'll find your baths there.
Thank you. And oh, ma'am, you really should wash your hands before touching anything. I'm very gross.
She looks at her hand and she says, oh my, yes indeed.
I'm not sure what it is either, but it's not good.
Oh my god.
Anyway, thank you. Raptor's going to the fucking bath.
Same.
So there's two doors. One leads to Tristan's bath. It's a pretty standard sized bath with a copper bathing vessel, and put alongside it is a tray of stuffed mushrooms, a nice, very well cut steak, drizzled with mushroom and butter sauce, and a sprig of rosemary. On Raptors, your bath is a considerably smaller but perfectly sized for an individual of your stature, and it too has a platter of stuffed mushrooms. In the center, a steak with mushroom and butter sauce and rosemary sprinkled on top. Both of you actually have a large tankard of ale with the included heavy strength shot glass inside.
Yeah, Tristan is wasting no time getting in that room, taking off his armor and everything, and just sinking into the bath.
Okay.
Raptor is doing the exact same thing. The camera pans directly down the center with a wall in the middle, the two rooms on either side, and identical motions from each of us.
Yeah, I think they just look at each other and be like, with the hook, like, yeah, we'll fucking see you later, dude.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right. We'll go ahead and fade to black. You guys enjoy your evening's meal and drinks. Roll a 40 save, both of you.
19.
18. Put that one aside and start rolling my other dice. It's rolling kind of low.
All right, Tristan, you are feeling tipsy, almost on the precipice of drunk. Raptor, that last drink put you a little over. You went from tipsy to drunk to a tad bit queasy, in fact. Seems that it was just a tad stronger than you had anticipated. You now are going to suffer disadvantage on Constitution, intelligence, and wisdom checks.
Well, I was already debuffed. Why not more? Raptor's plan is to just crawl into bed right after.
Yeah,
this
we're passing out after we get fucking clean anyway. So.
All right.
What an odd fantasy sound that is.
That is a good question.
So we need to take a break while we figure that out.
No, it should just be. I mean, it shouldn't be a minute.
Okay. Oh, and it's gone. How peculiar.
All right. So at this point, after enjoying your baths and dinners and drinks, it's pretty late into the night. So it's past high moon, and it seems that most of the patrons have either finished up their drinks and have gone off home or retired to their various rooms for the night.
Marshall, are you proud of that one?
High moon? Yeah.
High moon.
High moon.
Good. Good, you should be. That was fucked up. Raptor goes to bed. Raptor looks out, sees it is definitely past high moon, and knows that that means that it's time for bed.
All right. After a night's full rest, you wake up and it is late morning, going into the afternoon. It seems that both of you slept in considerably given your
inebriation
and events of the days prior. It seems like most people have kind of cleared out, and you don't hear too much you don't hear too much activity downstairs below you.
I'm gonna hop up, put my clothes on, grab my things, and Tristan, ready to roll then?
Gonna do the same exact thing. Presumably after I woke up, I've just scoured my weapons and armor to get them cleaned up and just they're about as good as they're gonna get with like a rough patch job without anybody pro cleaning my stuff. So we good.
Tristan.
Yeah.
I know we're thinking about getting that house fixed up, and well, frankly, I slept like a best I've had in weeks last night. You say we just pay rent for a couple of weeks here and call it good while they work on the house?
I mean, we're going to have to stay somewhere if if the house is going to be, up to code by the time we get there.
And there's stuffed mushrooms.
And there's stuffed mushrooms.
Yes. Well, very well.
I mean, we have to make sure we don't wear out our welcome with Beth now, but, I can think of worse places to temporarily stay while we wait for the house to be finished. But let's actually go take care of that now. Thank you for we might as well go get a start on that before it gets too cold and too wet for the builders to actually take care of the accoutrements. And if there's any more damage to the house than there already is.
Very well. I like that. Keep your eyes peeled for that shit sheriff while we're out.
Of course. All right. So I guess we're gonna head out. Thank Beth. We'll circle back if we need to stay longer. But let's go ahead to the Builders Guild.
All right. So make your way to the Carpenters Guild, and it seems that there is quite a bit of ruckus as people are kind of going about their craft, pounding on to create doors and frames and windows and desks and shelves and the like. It seems that the guild master is hard at work directing and inspecting the wares of the people working with and below him.
Mr. Guildmaster?
Oi, what would you like, laddie? I haven't seen you around for quite a while.
We had a minute of things we needed to get done. Some last minute, questing, so to say. But
right. The things of an adventure, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah, we killed the murderer.
Good on you, laddie.
Yep, you sure did. Tell everyone you know.
I'll do that.
But you gave us a quote for getting our home.
Oh, I did.
We just came to pay you to get it done.
Right. Well, if memory serves, I said 1,500 gold for the full repair.
You did.
That'll take about a week to do.
All right. We can definitely manage that.
Well, you caught me at a good time. Things are slowing down around here a bit with the weather closing in. It's about a high time that you had that done, am I right?
Oh, yes.
It's a proper shithole in there. I would wear waterproof shoes if you go in.
Tristan's going to quickly clamp his mouth shut.
Right. Well, I'll go get to work on that. Hopefully, there's not too much water damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you got the 1,500 gold, I'll take that off your hands, and we'll see to it.
Tristan will
started as early as later today.
Yeah, Tristan will just dunk the payment in front of him. Just there you go.
All right, thank you, lad. He walks it to the office and secures it properly.
Right, now that that's done, we've got the whole day to do whatever we're gonna do. Do you want to go see if we can find Hemlock, talk to him, or do you have anybody you need to go speak with?
I absolutely would love to have a chat with Hemlock. I think that sleep's done me well too, Tristan. I might not immediately go, quote, ape shit on him. But that remains to be determined. We'll see what kind of mood he's in today.
All right, let's head to the garrison.
All right. You make your way to the center of town, to the garrison, the large stone fortification. As you make it your way through, two guards on either end that are either end of or either side of you, guarding the entrance, kind of smile and usher you in. Well, if you want to talk to Hemlock, he's in his office.
Yeah, has anyone told him that the murderer's dead yet?
Oh, aye, he's heard.
Okay, good, good. I hope he was the last to hear. Have a good day.
Ah, you too, lad. As you make your way through the courtyard of the garrison, a couple of the town's guard are at attention and doing drills. Kind of, it seems that the number of guards has increased noticeably since the last time that you were here. You seem a little bit more on attention than usual. As you make your way into the garrison itself and up to Hemlock's office, Hemlock is speaking to one of his lieutenants, and as he notices your entry, he kind of ushers the lieutenant off for you to come and discuss.
Is the lieutenant the same? No, that was the fucking watch officer.
That's
That was the
all
watch
right.
officer.
Okay. Is lieutenant above watch officer?
Actually, it would be a watch officer, but this would be a different watch officer.
Okay, cool.
So, watch officer sergeant is the guy he was talking to.
Cool.
Oh, I'm glad to see that the lot of you are doing well. I've heard your exploits have exploded in town and the town's gossip. I thank you for that.
Well, not a very keen eye then there, Sheriff. Count again.
Should really go pay a bard to go sing that, make that a song.
Aye, it'd be a good use of coin for such an endeavor.
Oi, Sheriff, count again. Is everyone here?
Oh shit, we're getting into it right now, are we?
Well, seems now that you mention it, your cougar friend, where's he about? She about?
Well, she, Puma, a member of our team, died protecting this town while your men stood outside, absolutely worthless. Where were you, Sheriff?
Well,
why weren't you there?
He seems a little bit solemn at the news of Puma's demise. Well, sorry to hear that. As I understand it, Puma was a fine creature, a fine companion. My apologies.
Your apologies could be made by telling me why the fuck you weren't there to help.
He seems slightly annoyed at the provocation, but he doesn't seem to address it much. He just stands from his table, looks at you, says, "Well, lad, I had my hands full considerably the last day or so. We had a bit of a civil disagreement with some of the citizens in town. Some were a little nervous about the ongoing murders, and unfortunately, I had to attend to that. We were near. I almost had to consider declaring martial law to clear the streets, but thankfully, with a bit of prodding, most people returned to their homes and to their taverns. But as far as my lads are concerned, you're right. They had a bit of a encumbrance between them and assisting you. My orders were to assist in any way possible. But as they have reported to me, there was a barrier. Is that right?
Yeah, it was a wall. It was a one wall. and they came completely ill-equipped for any situation. They stood outside, jerking each other off the whole time we were inside, dying and fighting for this town.
The
Your
report,
god absolutely failed us.
the report,
Absolutely.
the report I was given was that the wall was impenetrable by standard equipment. Even my watch officer sergeant couldn't break through it with his warhammer, which is considerable. He's a strong lad. He's been doing it a long time.
Well, if you and your thick skull would have been there, I'm sure that wall would have come right down with a headbutt then, Sheriff. I saw what you did to that rat. I saw what you did to that rat, Sheriff. You are a formidable fighter. I respect that. Why were you here fighting the people of Sandpoint when we were fighting the murderer? Stick your lackey on that.
You've lost a friend. I can see that. You're hurting. I've lost many a friend in my service to Sandpoint. I know that feeling all too well. But my duty as a sheriff is to the people of Sandpoint. And I needed to ensure the safety of all of Sandpoint. I thought you and your compatriots capable of dealing with whatever lied at the manor. Perhaps
but still.
Perhaps that was a misjudgment on my part.
I'm sorry. No. Go ahead and pause right there, Sheriff. To be clear, I want to make sure that your men delivered the proper report. We killed the murderer. We did the job, just without any support whatsoever. We are more than capable. Do not question the service that we have done to this town.
I understand that. And again, my apologies for your friend. However, I also understand that the message you sent was for my men to meet you at noon.
Okay, look, sometimes plans change. If you're not 3 hours early, you're late. Sheriff, you should know that. You've had your time in the service, am I wrong? You know the rules. Formation at 07, you show up at 03.
Unfortunately, at that time, my hands were quite full with the civil disobedience of some of Sandpoint citizens, which delayed their departure. Hindsight, as it were,
is 2020.
Is 2020, and
at 2021 now, Sheriff.
If I could do it,
some would say.
If I could do it again, I'd send them earlier, but I can't. I don't have the power to turn back time. Had I the power, many of my friends would still be alive too.
Ouch, okay, that one kind of hits a little low.
All right, Sheriff. All right. Raptor's kind of pacing back and forth, trying to process this, figuring out his next move if he wants to be really pissed off or if he is actually going to understand. Turns to the sheriff.
Tristan is just looking at the sheriff all like super like, I'm sorry, he needs to get this out.
I understand.
Well then, Sheriff, there was talk of payment. The job's done. Let's see it.
There was. How much did I... Do you guys remember how much
it was some money, and Raptor definitely persuaded him to give him Coke.
I don't think it was Coke.
It was stimulant. Raptor definitely got some drugs, but I don't think it was Coke.
It definitely wasn't Coke.
The sheriff definitely said that if we were successful, then maybe some material from the evidence locker might go missing.
Right. Payment was promised, and I will certainly deliver for your service to Sunpoint. It's for each of you. For each of you, I'll give 350 gold pieces. And Raptor.
Yes.
You dick.
Look,
Just
he came in
kind of
pissed.
glance down. Just
roll.
Gonna like glance down at Raptor, like, don't be an asshole.
Raptor, roll a diplomacy check.
Ooh, this is the most important roll that I have made this entire campaign.
I am embarrassed that is the most important roll you fucking made.
Oh, it's so bad. That's a 7.
Oh god.
Saving lives? Nah. Getting drugs from the sheriff? Top tier. I rolled a 7.
Yeah. They could.
Don't be shorting me now, sheriff.
Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't even consider your request. But you lost a dear friend.
Oh, pity drugs.
Man, don't you hate when you're trying to buy drugs from the sheriff and he just gives it to you out of pity?
Just take the fucking pity drugs, dude.
And for that, I'll give you a small token of my appreciation. Something that
the evidence locker.
Most certainly not.
It's worth a shot.
But I will gift you an item that was recovered some time ago. An item that, or a substance that normally has the is discouraged and considered illicit in my town. But I'll give it to you. This time, and this time only.
Very well then, Sheriff. Raptor winks. Like, yeah, just this time.
He's very stone-faced in that. This time, and this time only.
Yes, I understand.
Tristan's going to look at Raptor like, you're pushing it.
Raptor like Tristan and
like a
nods,
parent's
like
disciplining a naughty child, like, you're pushing your luck.
Raptor understands, looks back to Sheriff. Very well. I appreciate it.
I'll see that it's sent over to your townhouse later in the day.
Now, can you tell me what it is, or would that make you... Or can you not? Can you not? What are we talking here, Sheriff? What are you sending me?
You'll see later in the day.
Okay, now it's kind of important that I know, because you said it's been in here for a while, and some things degrade over time.
This doesn't.
Do you know nothing of... Okay. Never mind. Fair enough.
Oh my god.
All right, Sheriff. Your terms are acceptable. We did lose a friend. We were all nearly killed. I hope it was worth it.
Well,
Okay, way to just guilt trip the poor guy.
I hope it was worth it too. The citizens of Sunpoint, thank you.
Say, if you can pay us 350 gold a pop for this, I reckon you got enough of them gold coins in your coffers to give the town a proper festival of celebration.
I don't think Hemlock has that wealth, but I think it's worth mentioning that to the council.
Well,
Very well.
Now that you mention it, there's a festival about a week's time. The Harvest Moon
how
Festival.
Convenient. Would you look at that? Wild, we've never heard of this until now.
Hemlock, were you hedging on us finishing off the serial killer in time for a harvest festival?
It was a hope.
Were you betting on us finishing this in time for that? You, a man of the law. You and
How much
Raptor might have a
money did
little
you
more
bet
in
on our
common than you care
lives?
to admit, my friend.
No, do tell Hemlock. How much did you wager on our lives? Because now I'm intrigued.
Tristan's just shaking his head, like amused more than anything. Like, you totally bet on us to do this. That's why you got us here, you son of a bitch.
Okay, Sheriff, I see you. I see you. Okay. I expect that delivery.
You know what,
That's all I've
Raptor? Let's let the man in peace. We learned a little something about our old friend here.
In actual fact, it just worked out that way.
Oh, we know.
But okay.
We're just making his blood pressure.
Twisted. Yep.
We're just making. Yeah, Tristan's just heckling him a little bit. Like, you knew that you were getting. He's like, I know that you use this as a hope, but I'm totally gonna rib you about like making a bet and trying to get this. Like, Tristan's totally just needling him.
All right.
Raptor's probably got twisted though.
Well, if there's nothing else, I have work that I need to attend to.
We need to go nap and get our accoutrements cleaned because, well, we're covered in murder.
Wait, one more thing for you then, Sheriff. Pretty sure we had it all worked out at the manor with your highly competent watch guard. But just to hear it from you, my name is Clean, right? Not that it would be dirty for any reason. I don't know who would have made monkeys and taken a hand crossbow. I didn't even hear about it until we got back, but I'm not in trouble, right?
Roll deception.
God damn it.
I have.
And you were telling Tristan
feat.
loose lips sink ships.
I have a feat. I need to find it. It's. Yes, acrobatic performer. When rolling a deception check, I can do an acrobatic stunt and use my acrobatics modifier instead of deception. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna juggle while I'm spitting this lie to the sheriff.
Okay.
And that gets me a 21.
I am very well aware of your escapade.
Oh, I totally lied. That's for performance. Deception is just a normal modifier. It's a 17.
Okay. I'm very well aware of your escapade at the magic shop. However, it seems that the watch officer's sergeant, as he informed me, you paid your penance in a slightly odd manner, I must admit. Painting, normally, under normal circumstances, the penance is in gold for such a
You can get gold for the painting.
Aye, and frankly, I think the watch officer sergeant felt a little.
You best not say sorry right now.
Tristan just nods like, I know, I get it.
Wishful.
All right, Sheriff. My name is
Wishful
clear.
that he could have done more.
Oh.
Yeah, as he should. I hope he dreams of that brick wall for the next year.
That being said, your name is clear. But now that the threats to Sandpoint have been taken care of, you and your party will no longer enjoy the status of deputy sheriff. It was a temporary station, to be sure.
I pull out my letter. We all got one, or is it just one for the whole
It's just
party?
the one.
Does Tristan have that on him? Tristan?
Tristan, can you hear us?
Oi, Tristan, then. Oi there.
Can you hear us?
Hello? You glazed over? I guess you're always glazed over. Your eyes do always look like that. Tristan.
Yes?
Oi, you glazed over there for a second. Hey, do you have the deputy paperwork? The note that says we're deputies?
Yeah, it's right here.
I grab it from Tristan and I rip it to shreds in front of Hemlock. And then I stomp on the shreds and say, I look forward to seeing my delivery of illicit substance later. Have a good day, Sheriff.
He looks slightly surprised, but almost holds back a chuckle at what he just saw. This tiny little 8-inch tall nymph ripping a piece of paper about 3 times his size and then proceeding to stomp on it. It just brought a slight chuckle to the otherwise dreary conversation that he just engaged in.
Don't fuck it up next time, Chief. Have a good one.
Take care, Raptor. And Tristan, take care of your friends.
I always manage to.
See that he stays out of trouble.
Oh, that's a tall order, but I should be able to manage it all right.
Yeah.
Tristan's just going to kind of nod in respect and then just kind of walk with Raptor out of the door. And as soon as they're out of earshot, just look at Raptor and be like, you feel better now?
Raptor responds, and we're right outside the door. I assume there's some guards nearby. By just going,
are you guys...
I'm free!
Okay.
I'm free, motherfucker! Ain't no crimes here. Ain't never did a crime in my life.
Tristan's just going
Heroes
to
of
snatch him and just start running. Just grab him by his middle and just start sprinting out of the fucking garrison before his mouth will get him in any more trouble. Like he's a baton.
Okay.
We're free!
All right, you find yourselves outside the garrison of Sandpoints.
Right.
What would you like to do now?
Let's go back to the Rusted Dragon. Let's go talk to Bethana about a week's worth of pay and stay and rent, and we'll go get that handled, and hopefully our house will be done in a week.
All right, step 1 though, release me. You know I hate it when you do this.
just straight up drops him.
Now all that sounds good. Let's do that. And you know, Tristan.
Yeah.
Well, Hemlock might be a raging piece of shit. Maybe he's just a flaming piece of shit. Maybe he's really not that bad.
You know, Raptor, I'm starting to get that same feeling myself.
I don't trust him. But maybe someday we can.
I suppose you're right there, little buddy. I suppose you
See
are.
what my shipment looks like. And go from there.
Fair enough. In the meantime, I'll go buy you a breakfast beer, eh?
Boy, very well.
All right, let's head back and sort out our temporary living arrangements, shall we?
Off to it then.
Right now. I guess we head back to the
Rusted
Dragon and tell Bethana that we're gonna need to stay in that room for about a week while our house gets fucking taken care of.
All right.
Is Bethana still working the counter?
She owns the bar, dude.
Yeah, but she can't pull a fucking 18-hour shift.
She's in a halfling. They got magic powers and shit.
Bethana, you ever take a break? Did you sleep?
I sleep between blinks, dearie.
Bethana, how much money do you need to take a vacation?
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh no, I love it here. It's wonderful.
Okay, if you ever need a vacation, you let me know, because you right proper deserve one. You are a fucking saint amongst mortals.
Oh,
You know that, Bethana?
Aren't you just the sweetest? Would you like an oatmeal ale for your breakfast?
I would love that. I would love Bethana, you never need to ask. Your judgment for me is perfect every time.
Oh, dearie, that's so kind. I think you'll enjoy some nice breakfast sausage, eggs, and bacon too.
That sounds divine.
Careful, Bethana. You sweet talking like that anymore. He's gonna propose marriage.
Ho ho ho. Oh, little handsome guy like that. Yes.
It's canon now.
Oh my god.
No, it is not. You're too kind. Thank you.
She goes into the back room and a couple minutes later returns with your breakfast sausage, bacon, and eggs, all piled over with a sweet maple syrup on the side, along with your breakfast oatmeal ale.
We start eating.
All right.
Yep.
Any other pressing business you guys wanted to attend to?
Hell no, we're just gonna chill out for a week, get our shit cleaned, and call it and relax.
All right.
Had to fight a goddamn haunted mansion. We're taking some me time.
Now, Raptor has a little individual adventure he wants to go on after breakfast here. He'll mention that to Tristan. Tristan, while we have some downtime, I have a few places I want to visit here in town.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Are you going to follow me? Are you going to follow me, Tristan?
Do you need me to follow you?
I would greatly prefer you not.
Are you going to get into any trouble?
I will not. And this time, I genuinely mean it. I do not plan on stealing anything.
You don't plan on stealing anything. You don't plan on hurting anyone. You don't plan on burning anything, blowing anything up. You don't plan on drowning it in water. You don't plan on summoning monkeys or changing into an animal or anything like that.
Raptor kind of counts on his fingers and... No, none of those. Not this time.
Okay. I'm putting a lot of faith in you, Raptor. I will let you go and I will not accompany you, but if I hear even the slightest hint of trouble, I'm coming for you.
All right then, Dad. That sounds great. I appreciate it. I will see you this evening then.
All right then.
All right.
Go on, Raptor. Be free.
Shortly after you finish breakfast, you find that a guard comes through the door with a small package for Raptor.
Wait, we're doing this here? In the tavern?
Well, you guys weren't. Yeah. Well, he just drops it off the table and then leaves. He looks like he has things to do, people to see.
Tristan will pick up the package and be all like, "I'll keep this safe while you're away." Yeah.
Well, let me open it first.
Not here.
What? A guard delivered it. We're in the clear.
Not here.
What's the worst that can happen? People find out that And Raptor stops himself for just a moment, and then goes over and touches Tristan's hand. Touch telepathy that the sheriff is giving me drugs.
Yes! Tristan shouts that across the telephone. Yes! Yes, that's the worst thing that could possibly fucking happen because it's placed in powder keg. You set off one stray spark. They already don't trust the coppers.
Okay, then hold it for a second and let me look at it. And I just examine the closed package very carefully.
All right, as
Don't
you
touch it.
as you look into the closed package, it seems that you find a single dose of elixir of Holgil Lesser.
That's really the best the sheriff could come up with, then, eh? All right, I see you, Hemlock. Very well.
I'm not going to give you like a 20 level. It's already above your station.
This is fair.
It's above your level. Don't. It's a freaking level 12, man.
You know, Raptor was definitely more looking for like magic mushrooms, something that gives no bonus whatsoever, just to get fucked up for like X number of hours.
Maybe you should have told him that.
Yeah, or maybe I'll break
You
into
got to be specific with your drug dealers.
We will see.
All right, Tristan's gonna go like pack away this illegal substance so they can. Yeah, gonna just like go to your errand. I'm gonna go pack this away with the rest of my things. Yeah, I'll settle the rent thing with Beth and I. You go do what you got to do. All right.
Don't pop a blood vessel carrying that. It's only discouraged, not even illegal.
Actually, that one is illegal.
It's illegal. Don't pop a blood vessel though, but be on the lookout.
All right.
All right. So the costs for housing, food and housing for a week is going to run each party member about 1 gold piece.
Total?
Each.
Raptor will just shell out 6 and cover that cost.
1. Okay.
For comfortable living, at least. Which tavern? Yeah, it's pretty comfortable living.
Sure. Yeah. No, Raptor's just paying for the whole party.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Money means very little to Raptor.
Okay. I guess we're living at on Raptor's dime for the moment. It's Raptor's world. We're all just living in it.
All right.
Don't you forget it, Tristan. Don't you forget it. And I fuck off into the sky.
All right, Raptor, what are you doing?
I would like to... Tristan, actually, before I go, I need that book we found.
Are you going to be able to carry it?
Robin can do it.
Okay. Tristan's going to dig around in the pack and then just kind of, there you go.
I open my bottomless stomach and just eat the book until I get to Raptor, or to Robin, and then Robin carries it. And I take to the skies, and I'm going to go try to find that historian motherfucker.
All right. You find him kind of talking around town, trying to find his location. He is back at the Old Light, where he tends to spend most of his days studying in the structure, as well as doing various archaeological recoveries in and around the structure.
Oh, good afternoon there.
Oh, good afternoon, you little lad. How have you been?
Oh, it's been a long couple of days, sir. But I'm here, and I've got food in me, so all things considered, not too bad.
A full stomach's always a good thing to have.
You seem significantly more gruff than the last time we met.
What do you mean? This is how I always sounded.
Oh, yes, of course. Anyhow, do you remember that request I had of you when we left?
Oh, right. You wanted to know more about the
Eluthradasa.
Lusradasa, right. Well, I took a look at some of my ledgers and some of my books. Unfortunately, my library is a little light on nymph culture. However, I've written to one of my colleagues, a bit more of a expert on these things than I am. I expect he might write back any day now.
Okay. Is he in Magnamar by chance?
In fact, he is.
Ah, lucky guess. Seems a lot of people are in Magnamar these days.
Well, he might know a little bit more about the nymph culture than I do. I'm more of a historian of ancient Thassalan.
So
He's
I hate to interrupt. I know you're old, and that's probably the term that you grew up with. But nowadays, it's much better to say sprite.
Sprite.
I am a sprite.
My apologies.
Thank you.
But he's a bit more knowledgeable on these sorts of things. Spent a little bit more time studying frankly, the odd creatures we live with.
I won't challenge you there. I turn into monkeys sometimes, and when I don't, I call them from the void. We are weird. But hey, sir, I brought you something. We all that information that you gave to us, it proved very helpful in stopping the killer of Sandpoint. And well, we found this book, and well, I don't actually know how to read, but I imagine there's some good things in here that you might enjoy. It seemed I thought of you when I saw it, so I hope this can provide beneficial for you.
Well, now let's take a look here. And he kind of opens up some of the pages and fingers through them. Oh, this is quite a fine gift, young lad. Thank you. This will add to my collection very nicely.
Good. And all I ask in return is please do let me know if you find anything about the Fang and Elise Rodolsa.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very well. Enjoy reading, I guess, and whatever else it is you do. I'll check back in a few days.
All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and kind of fade time a little bit. We're gonna jump ahead about a week. So about a week's passed.
Can we do a quick break while we do this?
We can. Let's take a quick break.
Hell yeah.
Hey, might as well.
And we are back. All right, so where we left off. The party has recovered slightly from their endeavors at the Foxglove Manor, though they've chosen to recoup a little bit more. After about a week's time, Raptor spending most of his time not lounging about and recovering from his wounds, spends most of his time outside the enclosures of Sandpoint, through the forest and gathering various elemental ingredients for further crafting. While Tristan doesn't manage to convince the local blacksmith to let him use the forge, he swiftly recovers from his endeavors below the Foxglove Manor. Raptor, you've also heard... Oh, excuse me. During such time, the tales of the Sandpoint Six have increased, both locally and in the neighboring hinterlands. And you hear word of a similar plague that that has once befelled Sandpoint, in this case, a series of murders, seems to have occurred in Magnamar as well. A series of murders with a distinctly characteristic carving on the chests of the victims have come up in the city. And there is now rumor about a reward for adventurers willing to relieve the city of its problem. The actual value of the do I need to say that again?
For adventures. Reward for adventures in Magmar. That's where you lost me. I'm so sorry.
Rumor about a reward for adventurers that are able to relieve the citizens of Magnamar from their plight is abound in the taverns and inns, though no one seems to be able to agree on the actual value of the reward. Anywhere from several gold pieces to several hundred gold pieces come into play, and even more. Meanwhile, back in Magnamar, or back in Sandpoint, Raptor, word from the local scholar has come to you, and he's wanting to speak. It seems that his colleague has some information for you.
Oi, Tristan, I got to go again. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Tristan's just kind of sharpening his sword, just like, okay, just making sure everything's tip-top shape. All right, I'll just be here. I'm just doing a little maintenance. So just don't be out too long, yeah?
Very well. See you soon.
Stay out of trouble, all right? You've been doing good.
Need me to pick up anything while I'm out?
No, I think I'm doing all right, pretty much here. Actually, Tristan's gonna pop 4 gold coins out of his pouch. Be like, pick me up some blacksmith tools while you're out there. If you can go to the general store.
Oh, I'll see what I can do then.
Yeah, if you can't carry him home, just let me know. I'll go run and pick him up, but just put him on hold.
Don't worry. I'll have my monkeys deliver him. And Raptor winks at Tristan, making it clear this is a joke.
Excellent.
Very well then. Good luck with whatever you're doing, my friend.
See you soon. And I go to the scholar.
All right. You make your way to the scholar, Brodert Quink.
Brodert. Okay.
And as you come into his home, where he's instructed you to meet, you notice that the room is more of a cluttered mishmash, a library of scrolls and books and inkwells from floor to ceiling. There's actually quite little foot space to move about. You managed to make it around just fine, but Brodert, he welcomes you in and takes a seat at a chair, ushering you to take a seat on the table. It appears he doesn't have a chair to fit your particular stature.
Most people don't. I'm used to it.
I'm sure you are, lad. Well, I've spoken to my acquaintance, and I have a little information for you. Unfortunately, he is not certain, but he has a theory that might lead you in a general direction. The item that you seek, the Dawn Fang, seems that record of it was lost some 10,000 years ago. There hasn't been a recording of it since then. Though, interestingly, it was last known to be here in Varissia. It's his opinion that it still may be out there somewhere. The last known record that he was able to find had a reference to one of the 7 Runelords having possession of it or seeking it.
Of fucking course it did. Very well.
It seems that Karzog, in particular, the Rune Lord of Greed, he was always known for seeking out treasures and wondrous items, amassing a massive hoard of gold and weapons and armor. Things.
I'm still here. You're good.
Okay. Things us small folk can only dream of. If anyone has it in Varissia, it would have been him. Though it's well known that all of the Rune Lords have succumbed some 10,000 years ago during the Great Fall. And unfortunately, any record of it since has long since been lost. I am sad to say that that is all I have for you, and I'm sorry to douse your dreams, lads.
Well, as much as I hate to accept it, the involvement of a Rune Lord, that does actually give me hope. Turns out we're hot on the trail of either them or something they're connected to. I don't really know. I have a hard time paying attention when people talk, but my friends, they have a much better idea of what's going on. Something Sinister 7, not to be confused with 7.6. I know we kind of glossed over that one, but that and the Rune Lords, yes, I might find it yet. This was very helpful. And I'm sorry, one more time. Which one did you say it was?
Karzog, the Rune Lord of Greed. He, more than any of the other Rune Lords, was known for hoarding a mass of treasure. He was the wealthiest of the Rune Lords, and if anyone has such treasure, it would have been him.
Very well, thank you. I greatly appreciate your help on this, sir. It's been immensely helpful.
Though again, I'm sorry to get your hopes up, lads. It's more than likely lost to time. And the Rune Lords, they were certainly lost to time as well. No doubt of that.
All time has to go somewhere, right?
Indeed, indeed. Well, may I offer you a cup of tea before you leave?
Hey, that'd be lovely. Do tell, I like the decor in here.
Well, it's my personal library, amassed over a lifetime.
Raptor just shoots the shit with this guy for like an hour, sipping tea.
All right. So as you shoot the shit and you enjoy your tea, you have a unusual reaction to the tea. It's not like normal tea. It has a lightheaded effect, quite pleasurable to you, but perhaps not to others.
Boy, strong stuff you got here, friend.
Aye, it is. It's good for the ligaments, this.
Oh, yes. Do you by chance have anything else as well? Maybe any extra?
Extra? Well, I suppose I could part with a few pieces. Yes. You enjoy the tea, do you?
I do. It's quite delectable.
Well, it's a elixir of my own concoction. Uh, some call it the whole gill of Minor.
Oh, like this? And I reach into my backpack and I pull out a potion of Whole Guild Minor.
Oh, very fine. Very
Oh,
fine.
that's what this does. Oh,
Well,
I like that.
It has a few other effects. It's actually quite dangerous in the wrong hands, but you seem like you could handle it.
A keen eye that comes with age, my friend.
Well, I'll see about getting you a few more vials. Wait a moment.
Do you grow this stuff? I might be in the market for a regular supply if that happens to fit your situation.
I have a few plants that I cultivate, although I generally only use them for my own use. They don't tend to grow all that well in this region, but I can keep a few alive at least.
Well, if you ever find yourself with more than you can drink, please do let me know. These are quite enjoyable for me.
Well, here's a few for your travels. And he hands you 3 vials of Holgil Minor.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thank you. I tossed 3 gold coins onto the table.
Go into your scholar.
He chuckles and pushes them back, saying, "A gift from one scholar to another."
Oh, yes.
He's quite taken by you.
A scholar. Thank you.
Well, anyone that's seeking a relic of such age is certainly in it only for theoretical and scholarly purposes.
Raptor has to hold his tongue here because in his head, he's thinking about his intention for getting this relic is to then return to his people and just suck my balls. I fucking did it. Y'all said I fucking couldn't, and I did. Fuck you. But he holds his tongue. Yes. That is exactly what I am trying to do.
Well, I love our visits, but it leaves me a bit weary. I think I'll lie down for a bit. I'm sure you can see yourself out.
I sure can, but one more question before I go.
Go on.
Would you say, you said we're friends, right?
Aye, we are friends.
Good. Now, wild request. Can I shorten your name from Broduk to just Bro? Can I call you Bro?
I don't see why not.
Wonderful,
Aww.
bro. All right then, bro. I will see you shortly.
You take care.
And I go over and give him a very awkward handshake.
He kind of shakes your hand using only one finger, and then kind of makes his way over to a bed on the other side of the room. Kind of lays down. It looks like he's a little bit tired from your talk. He's an old man after all.
Yeah. I just kind of glance around the room, just kind of taking it all in, and then leave.
All right. As you make it through the door, roll a fortitude save.
Uh-oh,
Here we
it's
go.
addictive. That's a 21. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
This is a buffer episode, and Raptor got hooked on opium.
You immediately feel a little lightheaded. And as you step forward, a tad bit dizzy, you
Oh,
are now fatigued 1. And
okay. Go on.
you kind of have a feel like you want a taste for more.
Fuck.
That
Spoke too
was
soon.
a really good tea. I look at the vials he handed me and oh, this looks quite nice. But I should probably get home first. Robin, I hop on my bird.
All right.
And what was that debuff that I got from that?
So you are fatigued 1, which means you're going to take a -1 to AC and a -1 to all saves.
It's the same buffer I had for the last session.
Where is a good place on character sheet to annotate that? Or is that just kind of a...
Yeah, just throw that into... I keep it on my notes, but for you...
Fuck it, I'll put it under...
Put it under action, reaction, activities. For now.
Perfect. All right, I hop on Robin and head on back to the townhouse.
All right. All right. So
Wait, is the townhouse done?
The townhouse is done now. It's been a week, and the townhouse is complete. As you walk through, you still have the smell of fresh paint off the walls. It hasn't quite dissipated just yet. The floors are scrubbed and made new again, buffed and polished. You can almost see yourself in the floors. The walls replastered, the windows, those that were cracked, repaired. Doors, locks have been rebuilt and made again. Though the greatest repair, and certainly the most significant, the roof.
Yes.
Rethatched, remade, and altogether leak-proof. And in fact,
this is
you
luxurious.
and in fact, you even find on the kitchen table a small basket which contains 6 bottles of dark brown ale.
Oh,
Wow.
my kind of dude.
Left a housewarming gift? Hell yeah.
Tristan's, I guess, like hauling in all their stuff and has one of that balls of ale in hand, looks at Raptor, he's like, Raptor, this is great.
Oh, yes. Raptor jumps up and cracks one open.
So, how'd your errand go? You find out what you need?
More or less. I did get more than I was expecting to.
Oh.
Not in the thievery way.
Oh, okay.
I still haven't thieved.
Well,
7 days now.
Well, I assumed it wasn't the thievery thing because, you know, there weren't monkeys running up and down the street.
Yeah, that is a pretty telltale sign of when I steal things.
Just a little bit. But, anyway, Hemlock said the carnival should be going on at some point soon. Do you want to, maybe hit that up? I mean, I've moved all of our things and everybody's just kind of packing things away. But, I travel pretty light, you know. I took everything off Longshanks and we kind of squared everything away and we're gonna do it. Oh, did you get those tools?
Oh. No. No, I did not.
No worries.
I completely forgot. Tristan, I
no
apologize.
No worries. We'll go grab those in town or something like that. But you want to go to that? You want to go to that carnival after we finish our brews here?
Hey, Tristan.
Yeah.
You remember not that long ago when we wanted to fucking kill each other?
Yeah. I think that board right there is where I put an arrow beneath your feet, right?
Oh, yeah. They didn't patch that hole. Still see it.
I mean, there's very little that you can do with a bolt with an arrowhead, things like that.
Well,
I mean, and it's not exactly affecting. It's more of a cosmetic thing than anything else. But
retained its character. Well, Tristan, we've been through the fucking ringer. I would love nothing less than to embark on a Tristan and Raptor adventure to the carnival. Let's go.
Let's see what
Fuck
trouble we
everybody
can't
else.
get
Have fun
into.
unpacking. We'll see y'all later. It's a Tristan and Raptor adventure.
Well, that's the benefits of being a minimalist, my friend. We travel with what's essential, not exactly all stuff.
Oh, another thing that we both share in common. Look at that.
All right. Well, let's finish these brews and let's go and see what carnival games we can't win, eh?
There we go. I am a master at swindling.
I like it this time. Tristan's just gonna upend the, just finish off, polish off the ale, and wait for Raptor to be squared away, and just head out to the carnival, I guess.
Oh, I like it. Let's go.
All right.
Boy, Tristan, while we're out, do me a favor. Keep an eye out for any clothes that might fit me. These are getting kind of ragged. I'm in the market for a new set of clothes, and with the status that we hold now as heroes of Sandpoint, I can't be dressing like this anymore.
Oh,
Just keep an eye out.
All right, I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an ear to the ground. See if we can't knock you together something, little nice.
I appreciate it.
So at about this time, it's sun's at its precipice. It seems that the majority of the carnival's festivities, the Harvest Festival, the Black Moon Harvest Festival in particular, is going on at the plaza outside the citadel of town. It seems like there's quite a few people. It seems like most of town have kind of ushered into and packed into this particular square. A couple of carnival games going on, including a archery contest, a lumberjack speed chop, a sack race, and a log toss, to name a few. As well as various booths that create a U in the plaza, where various vendors from around town, in particular the tavern owners and bakers of town, are passing out free samples of all of their finest festival foods.
Well, Raptor, I'm assuming Raptor's just like chilling on Tristan's shoulder, like, "Oh, Raptor, what do you wanna go on first?"
Well, my friend, frankly, myself, I gotta go rock one right now, so I'm gonna go find a lovely flower patch to do that. But I'll catch up with you in a moment.
All right,
Raptor fucks off for a second.
I'm gonna go see what the archery contest is all about.
Archery contest, okay.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head.
Right, well, I haven't seen you round in a while, lad. You remember me, Deverin?
Yeah, weren't you an associate of ours?
Stable master.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that you've come into the plaza at just the right point if you're looking for an archery contest.
It's not my primary weapon, but I like to think that I can handle a bow as well as any other man.
Well, perfect. Contest is simple. And he points at a target about 30 paces away. Whoever gets the closest shot out of 3 wins.
Do we need our own bows, or?
I have a few spare bows lying around if you don't have yours.
Oh, I mean, I have mine, but is it like you don't want everybody using the same bow to keep things fair, or?
You can use either one. Don't make much difference. I'll beat you either way. And he has a huge grin.
All right, then. We'll see about that, my friend. Gonna just unsling my bow and square up to the target.
All right. Go and roll an attack roll.
Yeah, I got the right dice. Okay, that is a 17 plus 13 for 20. No, yeah, 21. 21? 20. No. God, I suck at math. 30.
As you draw back and release your arrow, you make a shot that's only a hair off of bullseye. Deverin looks at you a little bit surprised. You're doing a bit better than I anticipated, lad.
Well, I had a little bit of recent practice and experience.
Indeed, indeed. Well, see how the gods of fate smile on me today. He pulls back, releases, and it pings bullseye. It seems that the gods of fate are on my side today. What do you say we make things a little interesting?
What do you have in mind?
Say 20 gold pieces, just to keep things loose and limber.
All right. I suppose I could take that bet.
All right, you're up next.
Okay. That is... That's another 30.
All right. This arrow comes in and it again misses the bullseye, but only by a hair, piercing the second ring from the center.
Raptor lands back on Tristan's shoulder. Oi there. I've seen you do better than that. Come on now.
Well, let's see how I do, lad.
A little easier to kill things than it is to pin a target.
This one is a little farther off. As he releases it, it only pierces the third ring. Actually, I should be keeping track.
So Tristan's got 2 and like a hair away from a bullseye. And
Yep.
he's got a bullseye and a third in ring.
Right, so let's see. 5. All right, so right now, he's sitting at 9 points. You are sitting at 7 points.
All right, then.
One final arrow to see who wins that gold pot.
Yes, we shall.
I touch telepathy. You want help on this one, Tristan?
Tristan's just kind of like going to be like, couldn't hurt. What's Raptor going to do?
Well, I didn't think you'd actually want to cheat. I don't really have something for this. Let's see what I can come up with. Okay. Just do your best. Do your best.
All right.
Mental encouragement, the best spell.
Don't worry, there's more. I can't help
Okay.
Tristan, but I can certainly hinder this other guy.
Okay, so Tristan scores a 32 on his last shot.
Oof. That's going to hit a bullseye. And as it goes in, it goes a little bit deeper into the target, where so much so where the arrowhead actually points out the back. Well, lad, that's a good shot. See,
Guess I just needed a little bit of a. I guess the first 2 were just a bit of a feeler, you know.
Indeed. So that brings you to 5, 6, 12 points. He needs 3 to wait. Yeah, he needs 3 to 4 to win. So anything bullseye or the second ring, he wins.
Raptor is going to, as this guy is gearing up for his shot, cast Dancing Light and just create 4 little floating lights around the target that are kind of all just floating kind of in front of and around the target.
All right. Okay, got it. So as he draws back, he releases right about the time that Raptor throws a mass of light on the target, obscuring his vision. The arrow goes in, flies through the air and pierces the target, but only on the outer ring. Well, I don't know what happened on that last shot, but fair is fair. Here's your gold. He seems a little distraught at the idea that he just lost.
Raptor's gonna be hiding on Tristan at this point. Did this dude see Raptor pull up?
It seems he was preoccupied with the shooting of the arrow.
Cool. Yeah, I'm hiding on Tristan.
Tristan's just gonna give him a
here.
Roll a sneak check.
That I do believe is
or a stealth check.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
There's enough ruckus from all directions where you can successfully hide inside Tristan's head.
Somehow a 5 still gets me a dirty 20, dude. I'm the sneakiest motherfucker.
Well, there's also a lot of things going on right now, so everyone would be taking quite a few minuses.
Well,
lots of things, including lights.
Well, it was a good. You did exceptionally well. Everybody has a bad shot now and then. It was good competition. You definitely gave me a run for my money, my friend.
Aye, indeed. Well, good harvest day to you.
Good harvest day to you as well.
It seems that the event that is now taking or drawing the most crowds seems to be the log toss and the log roll in the Miller's Pond.
All right.
Boy, get me in on that one.
Are you even tall enough to either toss or roll a log?
I'm sorry, Tristan. I don't see a "you must be this tall to enter" sign.
Is there a "you must be this tall to enter" sign?
Oh, never mind. I see it.
Yeah,
now.
Tristan kind of points at one.
It is enormously larger than Raptor. Not even close.
If you would like, you can hang out in my hood while I do it. If that's
yeah. This seems to be working. We won that last one together.
I suppose we did. All right, let's go sign up for the log toss. Tristan's gonna kind of just rub his hands together, like, all right, let's do this thing.
All right. So you make your way to the log toss. It looks like there's 3 individuals, all broad and square in the chest, kind of gearing up, mashing chalk in their hands and loosening and limbering up in preparation for the log toss just outside of town. The official looks at you. Mm-hmm. Oi there! You want in? We've got one more spot.
I'll take that spot.
All right. He points to there's 4 people in line, including you. One with each of you having a log in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
The official kind of gives the instruction for each person to toss a log as far as they can. The first throws the log, and it goes out about 10 yards. A little bit of a disappointing log toss, to be sure. Although these logs themselves are about a foot in diameter and 20 foot long. So they are excessively heavy. The second goes, and he too makes a somewhat disappointing log toss. The official seems a little bit distraught at the pitiful turnout. The third, however, tosses his log a total of 40 yards. A considerable throw, even for the man through it. He is about a hand and a half taller than Tristan and probably weighing about 150 pounds more. All muscle, all rippling, and just a bear of a man. The official points to Tristan and calls out, "You on the end. It's your turn."
Right then.
Well, buddy, second place ain't bad. Good luck.
Ah, yes. I suppose that's true.
So
What
go
am I
ahead and
rolling?
roll a athletics check.
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. That is a 28.
28. Okay. As you lift up the log, you realize, oh, this is heavier than it looks. And after kind of balancing it for a moment, you get a slight running start. And with a final thrust, you push it forward before you cross over the disqualification line. And having to almost rear back in order to not cross the line, it's not until you hear a big thud on the ground that you realize that you're about 5 yards short of victory.
Boy, like I said, second ain't bad.
Really wanted bragging rights, but all right.
I did magic there.
The man to your,
oh, it just didn't work.
the man to your left, the bull of a man, turns to you and looks down on you, being a hand and a half taller. It's a fine shot, but victory is not yours this day. And he raises his hand in kind of a gesture of goodwill and in a handshake. But it was a well fought one.
Tristan will definitely just reach up and give him a clasp, be like, "Well fought indeed. Well fought indeed."
Well, I think you've earned a drink, little lad.
Very well, very well. Tristan's trying not to bristle at that little lad comment.
It looks
I
as though
stand up off Tristan's
Well,
shoulder.
if he's
Who are
like-
you calling little lad?
If he's like a hand and a half taller than Tristan, who's like 6'3",
and
this
he's
dude is like clearing 7 feet.
and he outweighs you by about 150 pounds.
Yeah, this dude, like, Tristan probably does look like a little lad to him.
To be fair, everybody's a little lad to this guy.
Yeah.
Except Raptor. Who you calling little lad?
Oh, God.
I'm calling your friend a little lad, and you're a pipsqueak.
Oh, shit.
Tristan,
Yeah?
we should move on now.
Oi,
Very well. Very well.
but I'll buy the pipsqueak a drink.
Nope, Tristan, don't take him up on this. We should move on now. And I look at him with, like, eyes of fucking rage.
Perhaps later. I'll meet you back later. Yeah? Maybe give it another toss.
All right. Another time then.
Yeah, another time.
It looks like most of the carnival games have kind of died down a little bit, and most people are. It's right about supper time, and most people are kind of gathering themselves near the food carts. It looks like there's about half a dozen carts lining the plaza. And each one of them seems to be managed by one of the various tavern owners or bakers in town. All of
I don't
them
know.
handing out free samples.
I don't know about you, Raptor, but I could go for a meat pie right about now. What about you?
Hey, me? I could go for a little bit of everything there.
All right
I
then.
see those perfectly sized meals on sticks handing out for free. Gonna eat
Well,
like a fucking king today.
a tour of the establishment then.
Very well.
As you
Raptor
get
takes every sample.
as you get closer, you notice that Jarji Quing, owner of the Hagfish Tavern, Emiko Kaijitsu, owner of the Rusty Dragon Inn and Tavern, Guardian Valaski, the owner and operator of the White Deer Inn and Tavern, Amela Velton, the Sandpoint Savories Bakery owner, as well as Jest Cracktooth Bernie, owner of the Cracktooth Tavern, are all handing out their wares. There is lobster chowder, spiced salmon, peppercorn venison, festival pies, smoked rabbit, and of course, white bread for everything to go along with it.
I thought I was about to hear a stuffed mushroom in there. And of course, white bread. Raptor's only a little disappointed.
Been having stuffed mushrooms for a week.
It
Mix it up a little bit.
It seems that Bethana
They're so
noticed
good.
your approach. And she has, just for you, just for the two of you, a platter of stuffed mushrooms.
Oh, you lovely lady.
So you try a little bit of everything?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Tristan's definitely buying himself a little bit of that peppercorn venison and probably one of those festival pies too.
It seems that all the samples are free.
Oh shit, yeah. Grab me some of that then.
Yeah. The peppercorn venison from the White Deer Inn and Tavern is particularly delectable. It almost falls off of the bone and off the fork, and is rich with both flavor and a basting fat.
Oof. Tristan, like, although he wants to just scarf all this down, manages to set a small bit aside for Raptor.
It seems that there's quite a bit to go around.
No.
No shortage.
Oh god.
And each sample size is approximately a full plate meal for Raptor.
Thereabouts,
I'm eating
yeah.
like a fucking king.
Yeah.
All right, hold up there, Raptor.
I did not know I could eat this much.
As you kind of make your way around and enjoy the drinks, you find that the lobster chowder in particular really warms the breath on this now getting colder and colder of a day. At about this time, it's kind of getting into the evening. Things are beginning to wear down, and the cold of the winter is threatening to chill your very bones. However, the lobster chowder in particular, warm and hearty, staves off the winter's chill.
Not bad at all.
They're like an after festival going on in the taverns.
I think that.
It seems that there's quite a bit of activity kind of moving towards some of the taverns. It seems that as you kind of follow the crowds, there's a pretty good split between the various taverns in town. It seems that people are generally picking whatever happens to be their favorite.
Well, Raptor, I know we have a particular fondness for the Rusty Dragon, but do you want to try out a different place?
Tristan, I am so glad you asked. I was about to say, I have a bit of a hankering for ruckus right now. Not over the top, not over the top,
All right, all
but
right, all right, right.
more than we should at the Rusty Dragon. So let's do some vile shit somewhere.
Well, if you're going to get into a bit of trouble, I think you should, maybe give me a heads up so I know what to expect, yeah?
I would warn you if I was going to get into trouble. However, I only know after I've been caught,
Oh, I
which
suppose that's true.
hopefully won't happen.
Well, what do you want to do then?
I want to swindle. You want to play cards? Should we play cards? Do you think the town has learned how the card game works yet?
I don't know about cards, but
Because I have a deck of mischief, and last time I tried to play, the citizens of the town hadn't quite come up with a game yet for a deck of cards.
There's a stark shortage of cards in town.
Well, dice then. You want to swindle some dice, Tristan?
we definitely do some dice.
If we were
if
if we were in person, it would be an easy thing. The online
That's
aspect
fair.
makes it a challenge.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do we just want to pull up an online blackjack and just all queue into the same room?
Well, I was wondering that archery. I mean a bit of a rushing blood. I've got my sword here. Let's see if we can't start a little bit of a prize fighting ring, eh?
Tristan,
Hmm?
Tristan, I'm sorry. Are you proposing murder right now?
No, God no!
Then why do you have your sword out?
You fight to yield. Oh my God!
Tristan,
I mean,
that kills people. Swords
No,
kill
that-
people.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Raptor!
Oh, you're gonna say people kill people, aren't you?
No! My God! No!
I'm sorry. That was a tangent.
Oh,
Okay,
oh my God.
okay. You want to fight? You want to
No,
fight?
no. Like you sword fight. Like of course, I mean, again,
do
usually
you
this
use
is
dummy swords for that, or do you use your real sword?
it all
I
depends.
just feel like that's blatantly irresponsible to use a real sword for
I mean,
a friendly duel.
Again, tournaments have edges. Trust me. Generally, people know what they're doing when they're waving around sharp bits of metal.
Can
No,
monkeys
listen.
enter?
Pardon?
Can monkeys enter?
I suppose if they knew how to wield a sword.
Well, absolutely not. Just a monkey. I just want to. I could turn into monkeys. You know this, right?
I am aware that you can turn into monkeys.
Yeah, you remember. Yeah, we've been through this.
Yes, yes. Quite, yes.
Can I enter a fight as a monkey?
Theoretically, you could.
Well, then let's go fucking fight then, Tristan. Let's make some money.
Well, if you really wanted to do this, I have a couple of Tony swords back at my back at the townhouse. We can go grab those and sort of start a.
No, I'm not using a sword. I'm a monkey. I have.
Oh, so you want to go
fists.
into you want to start a fighting pit, like a brawl?
Is there really a distinction between using swords and using fists?
Yes.
Yeah, one seems far less deadly, and for some reason, I'm on the side that seems less destructive right
Oh
now.
my God. Fine.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
go-
Tristan, here, let's do your thing, and I will ask the person if I can do a gorilla fight.
Draw a circle in the dirt and just have anybody who wants to go in and fight. You just have to stay in the circle for say about a minute.
Oh, that is ideal. That is exactly how long I can be a gorilla.
Draw a circle, have somebody fight you for a minute, and the next person tries again.
Oh, this
Again,
is a individual entrepreneurship then.
I suppose.
No one's running this.
Tristan will just quickly blitz back to the house, grab a pair of tourney swords, and just blitz back, and then just with the tips draw two very large circles in the dirt.
Okay.
By the time Tristan gets back, Raptor has already run around with a stick, just sprinted in a circle, made a circle in the ground, and as Raptor called out, "Oi! Who wants to fight for, let's say, 20 gold?"
It seems that
Tristan just has the two turning swords crossed in front of him, like, try your luck.
so you're trying to get people to fight Tristan or trying to get people to fight Raptor?
Both.
I want people to fight me.
Yeah, both. Our events are nearby, side by side, but we're doing a bit of blood sport, I guess.
All right.
One of the Sandpoint 6, a hero of Sandpoint, you might guess. Me, Raptor. Who has the balls to fight me? I yell from the ground.
Come try your hand against a real knight, Tristan.
All right.
How do you think that you have the capability to outfence me? Come on, enter the circle, see what you can do. Maybe there's a heart of iron among one of you.
All right. It looks like Tristan has gotten a couple of, or a taker. Pretty.
Are we drawing a crowd?
There's a small crowd. It looks like most of the people have kind of left the center of town and made their way to the taverns, but you're definitely drawing a pretty decent sized crowd.
All right.
Too scared to fight me, I see. Well, best of luck against my predecessor.
Well, I'm just doing one at a time.
Yeah.
This is fair. I still goad the person.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, Raptor, you want to officiate?
Round starts now.
Whoa.
No killing. No killing. Everything else is fair. No killing. Go.
The blunted swords. We can't even kill each other.
Tristan, you've been around long enough to know that you can kill someone with anything. No killing. First to yield wins. Loses. And the winner takes the prize pool. And I am somehow in charge of this whole endeavor. Ready? Any questions from either side?
They're blunted long swords, so it'll just be a D8 if you're rolling damage.
Okay.
Ready, fight.
All right. So one of the individuals that it's just swords, right? You guys don't have shields with you, right?
No, just swords.
Just swords. Okay.
Tristan's got his armor on, but no swords, no shields. These are just blunted long swords. So if they're blunted, I'd say roll a D4. Like they're practice weapons.
All right. Go ahead and roll. I'm gonna have us both roll initiative first. See who makes first strike.
Cool. Okay, that's a 30.
All right, you're gonna go first.
All right, I'm going to feint and then just go to strike the inside of his arm.
Okay.
I rolled a 6. Going to add all my things together. That's a 24.
That hits.
All right. Roll damage. That's a 2 plus my proficiency with swords would just be 2, so 4 points.
All right.
And out the gate, Tristan Bayard, knight of wherever the fuck, strikes his opponent.
All right. I think just to keep this interesting, we're gonna since it's not real combat, we're just gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
Without my shield, it's 24.
All right. This guy strikes and does 3 points of damage.
Ow. Not
A
bad.
return hit from the challenger.
Oh, our tokens aren't even there yet. Okay.
And actually, I think the way that I'm gonna do this is it was a D8, yeah? On damage?
A D8 is a regular longsword. These are blunted, so I said like a D4.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, is it my go?
Well, I'm thinking, how much damage did you take?
I dealt 4. I took 3.
You took 3. Okay.
Was it 3 or was it 4? Something like that.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, because I don't want it to become too
To the
back
death.
and forth. Yeah, or to the death. It's first one to 10 points minus.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be about back and forth on this.
Back and forth. Okay. Ooh, okay, that's nice. So that is a 16. 34.
All right, that's gonna hit.
All right. That is a 3.
All right. That's gonna hit. Does 2 damage. Then you're up.
Six, 24.
That's it. That hits.
That is a 5.
All right. All right, and then that's gonna hit, and that does 4 damage.
Are we at 10?
Oh wait, you're at 9. You've
We're at
done
9?
9 damage, and he's
Okay.
done 4. Wait. 8. All right, that's gonna be 10. So actually, he beats you.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Well, it was a fine set of moves you had there.
You know.
Fine soldier you are. Although, not fine enough. He kind of grins at you in a "didn't I just do so great" kind of grin. I'm the victor.
Tristan resists the urge to be all like, I would fucking gut you 3 ways from Tuesday in an actual fight. Yeah, Tristan. Oh yeah. You really had me on the ropes there.
Yeah. If we do a duel again in the future, I actually have another faster, I think more fun way in mind to.
Yeah, Tristan just kind of is shaking out his hand from where the guy like smacked his sword out of his hand. It's like, yeah, you did great. Fantastic.
Meanwhile, it looks like Raptor has a contender.
Someone who wants to fight a real champion then, eh?
It seems that a halfling male has come up to challenge Raptor. It seems that all of the other normal-sized individuals are somewhat reluctant to challenge such a small adversary. But this halfling has no such reservations.
I respect you. Not afraid to challenge a true fighter. And I look
just
around
sitting
the
there
crowd, making a point of how everyone else who's not fighting me is a pussy.
Oh my god!
As you make your declarations, you can kind of hear a murmur from the crowd. I just didn't want to kill the little guy. So tiny.
You're next. You're next. All right. Get your coin purse ready.
Aw, isn't he cute? These kind of continue to emanate through the crowd.
I shake my head and kind of smile, realizing that I'm about to pull the biggest stunt these fuckers have ever seen.
All right. Right. Well, what's the challenge then?
All right. You versus me. No killing. First one to yield is the winner. Ante up 30 gold.
Right, but what's the challenge? Are we wrestling? What are we doing?
Oh no, just fighting. First one to yield.
Handsy cuffs, fisticuffs.
Hands, weapons. It doesn't matter to me. And I hold up my hands like just wearing traveler's clothes and not carrying anything. Don't
Fisticuffs
matter
it
to
is
me.
then.
If you think that'll do it for you, then best of luck. Again, to make it very clear, the rules are no murder, first to yield loses. There are no other rules.
Fair enough. Let's get on with it.
Tristan, you mind carrying the ante for this one?
All right, let's see what you got.
20 gold. Here you go, lad.
Well, I said 30.
30 gold. Here you go, lad.
You're fucking rich then, eh? We'll fucking see about that.
I do well for myself.
All right, fair enough. Can I hear that dinger, Tristan?
Tristan just smacks his breastplate.
I am going to roll a d4 to decide what raptor turns into here.
So
I'll roll initiative though.
First.
Yeah, okay. That's big. 33.
Ooh, not it. Okay, you're up first.
I fucking better be with the 33. Goddamn. All right. D4 to figure out what raptor turns into. He's kind of drunk at this point. He doesn't have full faculty. A 1. All right. Raptor is going to cast insect form. And turn into a fucking giant mantis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A
Ew.
giant fucking mantis.
Yeah, God, that's gross.
And then he is just swinging a fucking mantis claw at this dude's face.
So turning into a mantis would take an action.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna get his action because we're going back and forth on this.
Okay, just one action.
Since it's a duel, it's not real combat.
Fuck this! I thought we were playing fisticuffs.
And he bolts the other direction. he just fucks the right up. That's exactly what he did not think he would be doing today.
Oh my God.
He just bolts.
While still a mantis, I start heckling him, but it comes out as like a chittering of oi, that's right, fucking want to run away, fucking pussy. And then I start turning to the crowd, oi, who wants some? Who wants some? And these people just hear like a
I'm just imagining you with a circle of people around, and you're doing like that mantis thing where you're like, come at me, brah. Come at me, brah.
the fucking slow, like, yeah. Are there any challenges?
Does not
anyone
look like
step
there's
in?
any. Everyone's
Well, if
like,
anybody doesn't want to fight the mantis, they can always come and try their luck at swords.
everyone is just like dumbfounded at what they just saw. They're like, nope.
I jump towards Tristan, and as I do, I turn back into Raptor, just midair, and land on his shoulder. Well, that was the easiest 30 gold I ever made.
You hear a couple of murmurs from the crowd. Some people saying either have had too much to drink or not nearly enough. And most of the crowd looks like it's dissipating and going into the taverns.
If anyone wants their shot, just say the word.
Doesn't look like you have any takers.
I think we just stove off a lot of our customers with the mantis trick.
Well, I got 30 gold out of it, so
we are 30 gold richer.
I made the rules very clear. He accepted. That one's on him.
I don't. Okay. All right. Well,
Let's
you're
celebrate with this newfound wealth then.
All right, but you're buying.
Oh, easy enough. I know. It can be hard to win money in fights these days, Tristan. Just keep at it, and you'll be a pro in no time.
I'm gonna let him have this
Raptor
one.
says this. He says it very sarcastically. Like Raptor knows Tristan is a fucking god tier fighter. He just is giving him shit.
Yeah, Tristan's just gonna be like, I'll keep that in mind the next time, I'm saving your bacon from a bunch of goblins. That one day I can fight like you, Raptor. Turn into a fucking mantis and scare everyone off.
You can hope, Mr. Swordman. You can hope. Just remember who's going to be healing you from 30 feet away.
Good point. Good point.
So while you guys are conversing, it looks like pretty much the entire crowd is dissipated at this point, and you hear a massive kind of ruckus in coming from the taverns. It looks like everyone's enjoying their harvest day drinks.
Well, let us carry on then. Can't be missing out on these festivities, eh?
No, we cannot. Let's go get an ale.
Suppose there's gold to be spent now.
I
And I
suppose
hold
there
this
is.
fucking halfling's coin purse up in front of me and just look at that 30 gold. Easiest money I ever made.
All right.
Uh,
So which tavern are you heading to?
Where do you want to go?
What are there other than Rusted Dragon?
The White Deer Tavern. There's the Hagfish. There's the Rusted Dragon, obviously. There's the, what was it, the Ship 2?
Where is it? There's the White Deer Tavern and Inn,
Mm-hmm.
the Rust Dragon, of course, the Cracktooth's Cavern, the Fat Man's Feed Bag.
Oh, no, we're not going there again.
Oi, Tristan.
No,
Tristan,
we're not
let's
going.
go.
No.
Let's go.
No.
No.
can't.
Listen to me. Let's go to
Rap-
the place
Raptor,
that has. No, I'm not proposing the Fat Man's Feedback. Just listen. Let's go to the place where Nora lives.
The Hagfish?
Yeah.
I thought you never wanted to go there again.
I don't. However, a beautiful idea just occurred in my mind. With how easily I just made 30 gold there, I have a wonderful swindle proposal to make.
I'm scared to ask, but do it. Hear me. Let's do it.
Well, we got the whole town out here, right? Surely there's people been to the Hagfish, or going to the Hagfish that never been before.
Mhm.
We make a simple ante. Just a simple pot. Whoever can drink the Nora wins the pot.
Oh. All right, then.
And the more people join, the more money we make. It's that easy.
Very well, then.
We're playing the house in this situation, to be clear, to Tristan and the almighty Marshal above. We're going to be running this operation, not partaking.
Okay. All right. So you make your way to the Hagfish, a bit of a shack of a tavern on the edge of town, nearing the blue-collared side of town. Seems to be predominantly filled with rope makers and shipbuilders, sailors, and the like, as well as a few miners.
You're not allowed in a tavern. Oi, bartender! What kind of business you running here? You got miners in here? I'm sorry.
As you walk through, it seems that the tavern itself is quite full. There's quite a few people enjoying a holiday's drink, as well as a couple of people that have already tried to make for the Nora challenge unsuccessfully, I might add. However, there's still quite a few people in the tavern itself.
Tristan, now, I did not think this through all the way. we do not have the rights to Nora. They are already running the exact scheme that I just tried to propose to you. And the fact that you missed that as well as me, you are as smart as me. Congratulations, Tristan. Take that as a compliment.
Tristan's going to say nothing but just grab the nearest bottle of alcohol and just be like, okay, we'll drink.
Is it just some dudes off the table? Like, first table upon entering the bar, Tristan just grabs their beer.
Sure.
Hero
Okay.
standpoint.
Love
Fuck
it.
these guys.
Love it.
Roll a fortitude save. Are you being stealthy at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm a 6'3" jacked knight in armor. Why would I need to be subtle? That is 26. Oh no, 25. My bad. That was a 12, and then the 13. So 25.
All right. Amazingly, the individual you stole a bottle from seems to be so inebriated that he hasn't noticed the theft of his bottle.
Yeah, Tristan just fuck it, free booze.
Or don't be selfish. And Raptor kind of does one of these, pointing to himself.
Tristan just kind of offers the bottle to Raptor, like, all right, dude, go for it. It's free booze.
I'd like to imagine Tristan just holding the bottle up by his shoulder and tipping it back for Raptor. And Raptor just like glugging it up.
Roll fortitude save.
Gladly.
In this case,
21.
Okay.
in this case, worth it.
All right. Neither of you seem to have any effect to the alcohol. Either it's weak or you are just accustomed to it.
I am accustomed to it, Tristan. The alcohol. I know that was out of context. I'm an alcoholic. There he is. Tristan's back now, right?
I'm back.
You did that. You
Back
did
on
that
the
thing.
cruise.
You did that thing again where your glazed eyes glazed over.
Well,
All right. Well,
I would-
hey, that money making proposal I made, total wash. I forgot how this establishment works. But we can shift.
Alright.
We can swindle cards. We can just steal money blatantly from pockets. Whatever we want, Tristan. The world is our oyster. We are the Sand.6. Again, not to be confused with the Sinister 7.
Oi, did you say something about oysters, lad? You,
No, I did not.
oysters
not at
are
all,
fresh.
I'm sorry, you heard oyster?
The world is my
Sir.
oyster.
Sir. I walk over to him, already forgetting that I've said the word oyster. Sir, what are you asking me right now?
Oh boy.
I'm asking if you want the oysters.
Why, you got some?
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Neither do I,
I don't.
good sir. We've reached a stalemate, and we're just going to play it out. Let's see what happens.
Just eat the oyster. For the love of all that's holy.
He grabs an oyster and shoves it in your face.
Into my face?
Into your face.
Uh-oh.
boy.
What's
I
gonna
would
happen?
I would like to not have an oyster shoved in my face, so Raptor's recoiling the fuck out of there.
Reflex save.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
All right. You masterfully avoid the oyster coming from the man's hand. So much so where he is off balance and falls onto the ground and swallows the oyster.
I just fluttered down to right in front of his face. That's what I thought, mate. That's what I thought.
Looks like he's choking on the oyster.
You can do it, bud. I believe in you. Just swallow it. Just swallow. You can do it. You're a professional at swallowing. I know it. You can do it. Keep going. Give it your best.
After a moment of struggling, the oyster going up and down at his throat, he masterfully swallows the oyster.
Masterfully, huh? That was a masterful performance. Well done. You did it. Only took you far too long.
He's well versed in the eating of oysters.
All right, bud. I don't know who the fuck you are. I want nothing more to do with you. Tristan, pick me up.
I don't know where I was going.
Tristan just goes ahead and picks him up.
Oi, you, Oyster Man. What's your fucking name? Tell me your fucking name.
Jonathan.
I'm gonna remember you, Jonathan. I'll fucking remember you. You fucking piece of shit. All right, okay. Tristan, what the fuck were we doing?
Something stupid. I'm fairly sure.
I think swindling?
I'm not so sure about that.
Get me a glass of Nora.
Oh, fuck me. All right, then.
All right,
as you come over to the bar.
As you come up to the bar...
Assert yourself, Tristan. Get in front of this rabble.
Georgie Quinn greets you with a kind of a sailor's grin, if you've ever seen one.
Hey, Georgie, how's it going?
Well, I can't complain. How about you?
Well, I kind of lost a sword fight, which is kind of my thing, to some untrained whelp who probably doesn't know one end of a sword from the other. But other than that, not going too bad.
Well, we all have our rough days.
Me, yeah, I want to fight without even striking.
I saw that. He almost choked on his oyster.
Oh, you did? That's the second fight this evening, then.
Not that fight. Tristan just kind of looks at him like, you don't want to know.
I probably don't.
I look at Tristan. 2 for 2 versus 0 for 1. Ooh, the scores are in my favor.
Tristan just kind of picks up Raptor and smacks him underneath his hand.
Well, what is it that you'll be drinking, lads?
A milk for the child here and an ale for me.
Oi, he's just bitter because he forgot how to fight. Get me a glass of the strongest. You know what I mean. I'm ready for it.
He looks at Nora. Are you sure about that, lad?
Oh.
How many challenges you had since you started collecting that coin bag?
That's a good question. Where is the coin bag at this point? How's that looking nowadays?
Well, it's building back up, certainly.
Yeah.
He kind of points to the coin purse. It looks like it's a little light, but it's beginning to kind of rebuild its
former glory.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess it.
Oi, then pour me a glass. Make sure it is appropriately sized. I don't want any cheating going on here.
All right, lad. And he pours a glass of ale for Tristan and of Nora juice for Raptor.
Yeah, God, Raptor, why do you want to drink that again? I drank it and held it down, and that was for the coin purse.
Because I want to make a point, Tristan. Now do me a favor and get everyone's attention.
Tristan turns around and just whistles as loud as he can. I really got to get a Horn of Gondor one of these days.
I grab my glass of Nora and flutter up to Tristan's head. And I'm sitting on Tristan's head. Do we have the bar's attention?
Not right now. All that's happened so far is Raptors fluttered on to Tristan's head. You haven't really made any proclamations yet.
Tristan whistled.
Oh. Yeah, you have about half the bar's attention with that whistle.
I cast Ghost Sound again.
Okay.
All right, now you have the full attention of the town.
Oi!
Of the tavern.
Now you all may have heard, not long ago, we slayed the murderer of Sandpoint. Now feast your eyes upon the slaying of Nora! And I hold a fist up and enjoy.
All right, roll a fortitude save.
Tristan just picks him up and puts him on a hand and holds him up so that he's not puking in his hair when he fails this.
Before I roll this, is the bar celebrating that I'm about to attempt Nora?
It's more like they're watching it's more like a gaggle of individuals that are waiting for the NASCAR to smash, like fling over and smash onto the ground in ample anticipation.
I cast Bottomless Stomach.
Ah, fuck you.
All right.
Yep. Didn't work great last time. We'll see if it works this time.
Still need to roll a fortitude save because it goes past your tongue
It's
first.
a nat 20. I shit you not. It's a nat fucking 20 for 30 total.
All right. You
Yes,
go.
Yes.
And you kind of feel a retch in your shoulder, but by gosh, you are gonna keep this down. And the entire bar, wide-eyed, looks at you, just kind of waiting, like it's gonna happen.
I just fucking
The entire bar is just like, any minute now.
I did it. I drank it. It ain't coming back up. We slayed Nora.
Half the bar is like, aw. The other half is like, yeah.
I turn to the.
Uh-oh.
You turn to the bartender.
Ooh.
Oh shit, is homeboy frozen?
Uh-oh.
Raptor, buddy. Yeah, I got your tongue. Nora got your tongue.
All right, we might take a quick break while we figure this out.
Yeah, that might be for the best, ladies and gents. Raptor high, hooked on a feeling.
All right, and we're back. Raptor, you had just completed your drink, finished your drink.
Sure did.
And you have the gaze and awe of half of the patrons in the tavern, and the other half seemed disappointed, having wished a little bit of a yakking to be more involved.
All right, let's see you try next then. And I point to the disappointed crowd.
Doesn't look like there's any takers.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Toughest fucker in Sandpoint right here. You're looking at him. And I turn to Tristan and fucking smile at him. And
Tristan's just going to
bartender.
Tristan's just going to shake his head like, I'm going to let you have this.
I turn to the bartender and, oi then. Let's see that gold sack.
All right, so he grabs the leather satchel, or the leather coin purse off of the wall and opens it up and releases the coins onto the counter. It appears that there's only 14 silver pieces on the counter.
Oh, this. Oh, no.
Yeah. That's what the
Well,
dice say.
Fuck it. And I whistle, and Robin just swoops in from a window, grabs the 14 silver pieces, and swoops out another window.
Come on, Raptor, let's go. I'll grab some of the silver pieces, toss them on the bar, and grab another bottle of booze and be like, all right, Raptor, let's go get in the table and let's go have a drink.
Very well. Can't believe I did that for 14 silver pieces.
Well,
What
you
a
should have
fucking
paid
raves.
Well, you should have paid attention. I'm gonna just
There were
uncork
a
the
lot of
bottle.
people drinking the Nora. I thought there'd be some gold at hand.
I'm gonna pop
It's
open the
a
bottle and just put it in front of Raptor and be like, "Well, what do you expect? You gotta wait for the silver pouch to replenish."
as a reminder, a single attempt costs someone 1 silver piece, so there just hasn't been that many people attempting it in the recent days since it was last achieved.
Well, fuck the money. I did it. I fucking drank Nora.
Yes, but did you in a pot like I did?
Hey, Tristan, I need you
Yeah.
to quit that fucking gloating and kindly, nonchalantly put me under the table. And I touched Tristan's hand. I cheated. It's in my stomach, but it's not really in my stomach. I need to let it go before I can drink anything else.
Got it. Tristan like puts him underneath the booth and the table.
I end bottomless stomach, and so everything in my belly just like retches up out of a magical pouch. I basically yak Nora exactly how it looked going in.
All right. As you yak forth the Nora juice, it covers the table, although only a small
I'm
portion of the
under the
table.
table.
He's under the table.
Or
Tristan
covers the
put me by
floor
his feet.
under the table. Excuse me. Though only a small portion of the floor, having your stomach only having so much capacity, or rather, your bottomless stomach only taking in so much Nora juice.
Tristan, I'm done. Pick me up.
I just put it back on the tabletop. You feel better now?
Oh, I sure do. I feel, and I look out the window. 14 silver pieces richer.
Well,
I
all
want
right then.
30 gold for turning into a mantis, and I get only 14 silver for drinking Nora.
All right, all right. I'm gonna pour him a drink and just be like, all right, have a drink, relax, kick back, and try not to do anything crazy for a minute, yeah?
Oh, fair enough then.
So,
I'll leave it to you for the shenanigans for now.
if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing when you're scampering off and doing your chores? If it's not too much of a violation, of course.
Oh, I'm just checking in with a friend. Just to see if he's made any progress on a favor that I asked of him. And he has.
Oh. What are you looking into? Is it something?
Just a old thing. It's probably nothing anyway.
Try me.
Okay, Tristan. I'll try you on the extent that I get to ask you something about you afterward.
Okay.
And you have to answer.
I mean, there's not much about me that you don't know, but okay.
Well, I got a lot of questions about that ghost you were seeing back in the house.
Okay.
Anyhow, it's a tooth, if you will. A fang of a ancient dragon that once existed, and well, my people believe that fang is the key to bringing back the dragon that created us all. He's kind of doing some like whimsical fairy tale looking hand motions. Like Raptor doesn't really believe in this.
Who's the dragon who created you all?
Oh, that would be the God Queen Elusridasa, a dragon from millennia ago who, in her dying breaths, exploded and turned into hundreds of thousands of millions. Depends on who you ask. Little me's. And that's where my people come from. Or so they say.
Okay. Well, what's that? All right. Well, do I know anything about that?
Elucidasa,
Yeah. Do I know anything about her?
roll a knowledge religion.
Okay. That is a 2.
You do not.
Oh no, that's a 15.
You
2 was my bonus thing.
still do not.
Okay. Huh. I can't say I haven't heard of her, but I guess I can understand your perspective on it. Well, if I'm kind of gauging from that, if it doesn't seem like you believe much in this or put much stock in this raptor.
Yeah, it's the tale my people spin to keep us working on finding the answer to their problem. I don't know. It goes back a long ways, but they think that we all just came from a dragon and that by finding this magical tooth they can turn all of us back into the dragon. And I don't really know what the goal is. I don't know. It's an ancient dragon, but the reason I've been looking at trying to find it is well, and Raptor sits down, taking on a bit of a more serious tone now.
Mm-hmm.
I was I was exiled from my people because of what I am and what I can do. They they didn't like it. It I didn't play by their rules, and well, they lured me in with a sense of glory. They told me that I would be the chosen one, the one to find the tooth. And it was a lie. They tricked me, and now I'm here and far away from my family. So I want to find the tooth, and I want to get back to them and prove to them that they were wrong and that I could do it, and just stick it to their faces. And then I don't know, maybe I'll eat the tooth or take a shit on it in front of everybody. I don't know, but maybe if I can find it, I can at least also find a way back home and maybe see my mom and dad again.
Well, I
If
can
they're still
understand
around.
being far from home.
Raptor looks at Tristan and just nods.
But I believe you had a question for me, and fair is fair.
Who would who were you seeing back in the mansion? I saw my mom. Who were you seeing, and who is she to you?
That's technically 2 questions.
Well, I used the conjunction. I think it counts as one.
I saw Leliana. She's someone in my past that I left behind.
What do you mean by left behind?
We all. Outremer left home because he had to follow his brother. For revenge, for his master, for his family. That's the path that he got put on. You were exiled by your people for what you are. Kaj has his cause he fights for. Anthar is doing whatever Anthar is doing. Ciro seems to be in pursuit of a knowledge. All of you were pushed onto your paths by forces outside of your own well-being. I chose exile for a variety of reasons. Leliana was part of them.
kind of understand. What?
Well,
How did you lose her though?
how did I lose her?
Why is she of your past and not not of now?
She's back in. I'm not from around here, Raptor. This is not my native land. I'm from an island nation, not not too not too far from here. Um, it's about a ride. It's a ways away. I'm from a nation called Falernia. It's an archipelago in the Brisian Bay. Uh, it's sort of a small kingdom, but not as small as some. And Leliana has responsibilities and ties that are keeping her there. I. It's better for both of us that I left.
But why? It sounds like you both care about each other. So then why would you leave each other?
Raptor, there's. I'm sure you want to know this story. It's not a very happy one.
Well, we haven't had a very happy time lately, so why not?
I. My family, they aren't just knights. We're vassals. We're minor nobility, I suppose you could say. We were sworn to serve the king, kings. There were many. Falernia. My family's almost as old as the nation, the as the island nation itself. Um, for as long as the crown of Falernia has rested on the head of the king, there have been Bayards who have served under him. My father, we weren't really close in the same way that I think your parents and you are. I was raised, my father required one thing of me, and that was I enter instruction to become a knight, and I eventually did. I followed in his footsteps. I became a knight. I rose high in the army. Eventually, I was sworn into the same order of knights my father served in, and I served the king directly. And part of my training, I suppose you could say, I was raised alongside the princes. We grew up very, very close. They were almost as brothers. And after a while, we grow up, we grow older, we become who we're meant to be. And um, part of that meant becoming, I again joined the Knights, the Order of the White Rose, and Valen, the elder of the two princes, he became king one day. And a king needs a queen. So Valen sent me and his younger brother to retrieve his bride, Leliana of House Eredor. And things happened. Things that shouldn't have happened. And, well, it came to the point where it was a decision between, there was a point where I had to choose between the fact that I cared for Leliana and the fact that I was a knight sworn to my king. And that hesitation nearly got a lot of good people killed. And it got a lot of good people killed. And Eventually, I had to take a look at what my affections were doing to my country, to my kingdom, and to the woman who I was sworn to as a champion. And I had to make a decision. And it wasn't an easy one, but it is better for Falernia, it's better for Valen, it's better for Leliana that I'm not a temptation and that I'm not something that could get in the way.
I
It is easier for me to
understand.
be a nameless knight in a foreign land than be the reason the kingdom of Falernia falls.
Tristan, can I kind of summarize what you just said then? It sounds like you were forced early on to be something that you didn't necessarily want to be.
Oh no.
Your path was chosen for you.
Oh, a little. I mean, there are expectations of everybody in the nobility, certain expectations and, you know, children born in that rank are always expected to do certain things. But even if I had a decision to choose what I wanted to be, I would be this. Maybe not a wandering knight errant in foreign land, but I'm
Well,
good at this, Raptor. I'm really good at it.
I've seen it. I know. But
I'm
it
very good.
sounds like
I'm
your path was chosen for you, and that's why you had to run away. That's why you couldn't stay there. Is because you were on a path that you didn't have control over, and
not so
that
much my.
makes a lot of sense. Because I also got pushed from my home without any agency to stay.
It wasn't
Tristan,
some.
no, you're lying to yourself. You love her. You want to
It
go back, but you can't because of the path that was chosen for you.
it wasn't so much that me being a knight was getting in the way of me and Liliana. What got in the way of me and Liliana is that Liliana is the king's wife, Raptor.
Well, then, just kill the king.
The king and I grew up. Valen was whatever my feelings for Liliana were. Valen was still as close to me as a brother ever could be. Valen doesn't know that Liliana and I were behind his back. Valen doesn't know why I left. Liliana doesn't even know why I left. There's really only one person who even insinuated that they knew about us. And again, it wasn't so much that being a knight was the reason I couldn't be in Falernia still. And there's, as much as Falernia is home, I can ply my trade anywhere. There's not much left for me there. There's maybe some lands, there's the order, but you don't need an order to be a knight. I can't hurt Valen knowing that I care about his wife the way I do. I can't serve Valen the way I do when it is a decision between him and the woman I care for. Liliana has responsibilities, and she has responsibilities, and she has a duty to something greater than both of us. And so do I.
Sounds like then you had a choice of either hurt people you care about or run away. And I don't blame you for doing what you did then, Tristan.
I still don't know if it was the right decision, Raptor. I've been fighting all my life, and I've never run away from a fight.
Well, I suppose the moral of the story is there is no greater fight than love.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything from Felania since I left, which has been a while now. It's been almost a year.
Well then, mate. And Raptor goes over to Tristan and just fucking hugs his wrist. Just
Aw.
like leaning over his hand, grabs his wrist. While we're out adventuring, we'll take a look for that fang of the fucking dragon, and we'll try and make a point of stopping by your hometown. And we will check in. We'll see, because that's the ultimate arc of the Raptor and Tristan adventure. Is we're making a pact to go solve each other's backstories together, and we'll work on this. We'll grow.
I don't know.
99 episodes, Raptor and Tristan.
I
99
don't know
years.
if that's. I don't know if that's exactly the best idea, Raptor. If I go back to Falernia, there's going to be questions as to why I left. And
Well,
if there are
Tristan,
questions as to why I
you can
left,
you can either go back or never go back. Those are your two choices, and as hard as going back might be, I promise you there will be answers when you do go back.
perhaps.
That's what I'm looking for when I go back home someday.
What's it like, your home?
It's a beautiful place. The land, the landscape, the environment, it's truly beautiful.
Hmm.
But the people there, they just spend so much time focusing on trying to learn more about the past and figure out that they just believe in bringing back the dragon. And,
Well,
and
faith
that means
is-
the destruction of all of us. And I don't understand. Why would we all want to disappear so that a dragon can come back? It
Faith
doesn't make
is-
sense.
Faith gives some people comfort, Raptor. I'm not a particularly religious man myself, but people find comfort in a higher power. People look at the world and they see what's wrong with it, and they think that if the slate is wiped clean and everything can be started anew, that there will be a better world. That's why a lot
Is
of
that what
places.
you thought when you left? Is that what you thought when you left? That you would wipe the slate clean and let them live a better life without you?
As long as I stayed in Falernia, and as long as I continued to serve in the King's Guard, that was always going to be a temptation for me, and that was always going to be a temptation for Leliana. Whatever our relationship was, there was real affection there. I don't know if it was love. I don't know if it was lust. I don't know if it was something in between. I don't know if it was something for the potential for love. I don't know if Valen, had he found out, I don't know if Valen would have understood. I don't know if he would have immediately put us both to death. All I knew is that the easiest way forward for me, for Liliana, for Valen, for Aranel, was to remove myself from the situation. Sometimes in chess, you have to remove a piece from a board. As gut-wrenching as it might be to make a necessary sacrifice, sometimes you need to make that hard decision for the benefit of the many. I lived my life by that ideal, that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the individual. there were more people who stood to get hurt if Leliana and I continued on what we were doing than if I had taken that out on myself. By leaving Falernia, by letting whatever Leliana and I had die, by leaving it in the past, she can grow old with someone. She can have children with someone. She can have a life that doesn't involve her being on the run or doesn't involve her having to hide how she feels about someone. And me,
Raptor,
well,
Raptor grabs Tristan's hand and kind of starts shaking it. Tristan,
Hmm?
you're saying that you just said you're a pawn in someone else's game.
we're
Your
all
leg-
pawn.
Your
We're all
legacy's nothing. What legacy do you have as the one who ran away? You made the choice. I was forced out of my home. But both of us, we long to return, but we just can't. We're just unable to. But going back, making that legacy, we need to. What will we be? What will we be if we just leave? These Runelords they keep talking about, this fucking old historian, they had a legacy. They did. Millennia later, and we're still talking about them.
I
Don't you want
did
that to
leave
be
a
you?
legacy. I'm the last Bayard.
The one who ran away into the dark, never to be seen again. Because although he can slay a mutated fucking dictator, he can't approach the woman he loves.
Some would argue that the greatest example of love is being able to let it go when you know it can never be.
And let you and her both settle for less for the rest of your lives.
Balin is a good man, Raptor. He's not cruel, he's not unkind, he's not neglectful. He's a good person.
Do you think that she would have done whatever things with you that you loosely described if she truly loved Valen more than she loved you?
I think she loved Balin in her own way. There is only so much you can do in a arranged marriage, Raptor. There's only so much comfort you can find in someone that you don't know. I think
You can just not. You can just not do it.
she didn't have a choice.
And I didn't have a choice when I wanted a crossbow, but I found a way to get myself a crossbow, Tristan.
I think
There's always a
Leliana
way.
wanting me and you wanting a crossbow are two slightly different things.
That's a perfect analogy.
The Raptor, there will be other women. There have been other women. Maybe not the same, but I've lived by my sword long before I met Leliana, and I take comfort in living by it again. Maybe if my path is meant to be lead back to Falernia, then it will go that way someday. But right now, I think I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Here, I've done more and seen more in the needs of the little people. In Falernia, I was this.
Oi, watch your language there.
All right, maybe not the diminutive in stature, my friend. These are good common people. This is a small town that maybe is on a map, but in Falernia, towns like this, villages like this isn't a place where a Knight of the White Rose would find himself defending. I don't mind being someone to these people. I don't mind serving them for the time being. I don't mind being their protector. In Falernia, knights of my rank were always chasing glory. They were always fighting in one war or another. very rarely did we see the effects of the good we were doing. We didn't really see the benefit of all the blood we spilled. But here, I mean, you saw those people in the tavern when we announced that we'd killed, when we put an end to the Ripper. That's not something you would see if I was still a knight back in Falernia. That's not something I wouldn't be able to go into a tavern with common folk. They wouldn't see me as one of theirs. They'd see me as the heir to the Bayard bloodline, some great knight stamping on a shining steed. As much as I left a little bit behind in Falernia, I kind of like the anonymity I have here. I like being a folk hero. I like being a local. I like helping the little people who need my help. And I like seeing the effects of the good that I do. It contents me for now. Perhaps.
Listen, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be here. Because, frankly, I'm glad that you are.
Frankly, you need me. You mean?
Well, I didn't say that. We could get by without you, but I am glad you're here. Raptor kind of looks at him jokingly.
I'm sure you would do just fine, my friend.
But Tristan, the point I'm trying to make is that despite whatever path you're on now, it was laid out before you, and now, even if you do find the simple pleasures of a hot bath and stuffed mushrooms and being the slayer of the Sandpoint murderer, as long as you live, you're going to have questions unanswered about your past. And that will haunt you. It already has. I saw it in the mansion. That's not the end of it. Those questions need to be answered if you're to have any semblance of true peace with yourself.
Raptor, I need only hear that the heir to the throne of Falernia has been born to realize the answers that I need. I was exciting to Liliana. Valen is a great warrior. He's utterly fearless. He's a capable commander of men. He's a brilliant general. And the army of Falernia would happily charge into battle alongside him. But he and I are not equals. He wasn't dazzling with a sword the way I was. He wasn't some knight from a story. If you had met me in Falernia, you would have thought very differently of me.
I'd have probably picked your pockets and fucked off. Yeah.
More likely than not, yes. I was... You learn very quickly in exile that you are humbled by not only the people you encounter, but how low you really are and how insignificant you are outside of where you have power. I had a title in Falernia.
Tristan, you call your circumstance exile? You call yourself exiled?
Well, that's a broad term. I think far from home is a little more of a more accurate term, but I can't go back to Falernia.
Raptor kind of stands up straighter and squares up towards Tristan. You made the choice to leave based on what you thought was best. I was forced out of my home. Do not say you were exiled. You chose that path. You left because you were afraid to confront what you wanted and fight against the the system that you grew up in. Me, I did that my whole life, and I was fucking punished for it, and that's why I'm here. A reject in the mortal plane, subject to torment and fucking haunted houses and an endless quest that might not even exist. Don't talk to me about exile, Tristan.
There's a difference between being exiled and self-imposed exile, Raptor. I wouldn't presume to compare our situations to another. Like you said, you were forced out. I chose to go. But I made the decision to protect the people I loved. You were forced away from the people you do. The consequences of my actions are mine to bear. So far, it just sounds like I need to gut all your people when we get back to where you need to go.
I will do the gutting of my people, Tristan. But
I'm the one with a sword.
Raptor kind of reaches out. Raptor's also super hammered by this point in the night.
That's half of why Tristan's telling him this. He's like, okay, listen, there's a 50-50 shot. You're going to remember this in the morning.
Yep. Raptor reaches out and just fucking grabs Tristan's hand. It's like, whatever the fuck led us here. I'm glad we're here.
We're here now. And I don't think we're going to be going home anytime soon. But
probably not before a few more murders.
I'm starting to think that maybe being far from home isn't so bad of a thing.
I spent a lot of time trying to figure out my way back home and decide what I was going to do when I got there. And well, then I met Standy Claus in the woods. And then I met all of you. And well, as horrendous as our adventures have been together, it's a pretty good group of people to have been through that kind of, I don't even want to call it an adventure, that kind of trauma together.
Let me ask you a question, Raptor.
Shoot.
As much as it hurts, was it still good to see your mother's face?
Raptor kind of recoils at that one. He's really not sure. He's taken back and thinking about it. I don't know. In the moment, it was not because I knew it to be an illusion. But I haven't in so long that it almost was. I remember now what she looks like.
You're lucky.
And had it not been for that, then I'm not.
You're lucky.
Did you not see Liliana?
I meant that you're lucky that you know what your mother looks like.
Oh, Tristan, don't dump that on me now. We've just been through an hour of fucking dialogue together. Don't introduce your mother's story arc into this.
I wouldn't know my mother's story arc. She died before I could open my eyes.
Well, that's a story for another time, I suppose. Sorry to hear that. We'll talk about it later.
Not much to tell, Raptor. It's very much in the past. Just, I don't really have a memory of her.
Sorry to hear that, Tristan.
I had family. Maybe not the people who birthed me, but I had my mentor, Vanyan. He was sort of like a second father to me. He taught me everything I know.
Is that why you're so good at fighting?
Partially. Vanyan and my father were parts of the same organization that I eventually was in, the Knights of the Order of the White Rose. they're the elite. They're the king's bodyguards. My father, when it came time for me to start learning the family trade, had other preoccupations. And I think there was a little bit of a taboo about fathers teaching their sons. So Vanyan took over my education. And I couldn't ask for anyone better. Don't know what he would think about me leaving in exile, but he always was. He always seemed to know exactly what I meant before I even meant to do it. So I'm not so sure he would have been surprised.
Perhaps he'll expect your return when we eventually make it back to your homeland.
Perhaps, if we ever go to Thelenia.
I guess only time will tell, but sure as shit, there's still murderers about, and there's some fucking weird shit going on in Magnamar.
I think we definitely...
I really caught only a chunk of it, but there's a lot of shit going on in Magnamar.
I think there's certainly more for us to do here before we talk about going anywhere else.
Well,
whatever the case, we found ourselves on this continent, and I certainly think there's more adventures in it for us now then, eh?
Well, you can only play with the cards you dealt, right?
More or less.
That said, reminiscing about home, the old days, it's good. It's important, or else we forget.
I'd ask you to keep this to yourself, if you don't mind. I'm not really sure I want to let the others in on it just yet.
I understand, Tristan. I only ask to extend the favor on my behalf as well.
Your life is your own life, Raptor. I'm not going to judge you for it, and from one exile to another, I'm certainly not going to share that information with anyone who doesn't deserve to know it yet. That's a story you can tell in your own time, when you believe it right.
If I ever believe it right.
I never thought I would share this story with anyone, least of all with you.
That is fair. It was but a week ago.
And we were at each
other's throats.
Look at us now.
Oh, how the tables have turned, my friend. Look at that. A little Raptor and Tristan adventure, bringing it full circle. That story arc, Raptor and Tristan hating each other, finally complete. Catch y'all next season for Raptor and Tristan Renewal, where we go on an adventure to our hometowns.
At this point, you realize that...
Oh, shit. What's up, DM?
I didn't want to interrupt. It was too good.
Marshall just over here watching romantic bullshit.
I kind of just wanted to see where this was going.
That was a feature-length rom-com you just got right there.
Yeah, I was enjoying it.
That's more like a telenovela, like a soap opera, really.
At this point, you notice that you two are the only ones left in the bar. The night has grown late and cold, and the only other person there is cleaning up and stacking tables on chairs.
Oh fuck, is it past high moon already?
It's very much past high moon.
I think we've definitely closed down the bar, Raptor. I think it's best that we just finish our ill-gotten boozes and maybe head on home.
Oh, they're long gone now.
Will be worrying about us.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Right,
I'll go to sleep and fucking probably rock a piss and take a sleep, and then we'll see how much of this I remember. But thanks for sharing, Tristan.
Hey, no problem. All on my shoulder. I'll carry you home. Come on, the bed should be dry now.
Oh yes, we live luxuriously now.
Of course we do.
And we walk off after all moonlight.
As you make your way home, as soon as you enter the streets, you notice how cold and chilly the night air is. It is indeed now the dead of winter, and you can even see a few snowflakes fall as you walk towards your townhouse. The townhouse is made and ready for sleep, warm beds awaiting a head needing of rest. You fall swiftly asleep, the both of you, rocked by the thoughts of your companions and laid heavy by the drinks consumed. However, the next morning.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Hold on. I got to rock a piss before we get to the next morning.
Quickie break.
The quickest of breaks.
Actually, can you hold it? I only need like a couple minutes. Is that okay?
Shoot. Yeah,
Okay.
Do it.
I only need a couple minutes.
Are you going to roll to see what you remember?
You guys actually didn't drink enough to forget.
Ah, shit. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raptor may not have, but Cinco has had several beers. We will see.
Yeah. Following morning, you hear at the door.
Is
knocking.
that the fucking sheriff this
God
early?
damn it.
I swear to fuck, if it's another murder, I'm leaving. If it's a murder, I'm leaving. Tristan, if it's a murder, we're leaving. We're going on a Tristan and Raptor solo adventure. We're leaving.
Raptor, if it's another murder, I'll book us passage and we'll go to Falernia now.
Perfect. What do you want, Hemlock? I say as I flutter up and
Tristan
weight
legitimately
on her hand.
pulls his sword out and just starts walking down the stairs like, I swear to God, I am not in the fucking mood for any. But okay. Raptor, let's get to this. What's at the fucking door? I open the door.
As you open the door, sword drawn, a messenger boy seems affright at the view of this 6-foot+ man barreling a sword in his direction.
Oh, morning.
Morning, sir.
You're fine. What are you here to deliver?
Message for you. I gotta go. He fucks right off.
Boy, that's a fucking weak one, eh?
I think you scared him. I shut the door. just gonna balance his sword against the door frame and then open the message.
The message is a letter. It contains a request from for you and your party members, your compatriots, to journey to Magnamar in order to deal with a ongoing problem. It seems that you have garnered the attention of some of the authorities of Magnamar with your exploits in Sandpoint. It seems that Magnamar is experiencing a similar plight.
It's a murder, isn't it?
Not exactly.
And it's also noted that it's hoped that your experience in Sandpoint would lead to a swift resolution of the difficulties plaguing Magnamar at the moment. The letter ends with and rewards will be great, signed Lord Mayor Gorbaras.
Well,
that was ambiguously broad. Guess there's another fucking murder, and we just spent all this money on the fucking townhouse. Jesus fucking Christ! Now we gotta fuck off to Magnamar. Fucking A. Raptor starts walking away off.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Magnamar
and
bullshit.
that's where they are. Ugh.
All right. Well, thank you so much to those watching now, those watching later. Till next time.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.